leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, tears and blood, you can see it in my eyes. Leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, tears and blood, you can see it in my eyes.
All right, family, we are in the building. Y'all give me just a quick second. I'm trying to manage both YouTube and Rumble at the same time. So y'all bear with me just a moment. Trying to make sure it's showing up on Rumble, on my phone. So it's easier. Okay, I don't know what just happened to the comments I left. That's weird. Why is it not showing the comments? Okay, let me check on my laptop. Y'all bear with me a moment. Okay, let's go into here. Okay, so it's showing up on my laptop, but it's not showing up on the app. Y'all give me just a second. And bear with me, some food I ate tonight has given me horrible belchies, so I apologize in advance. Okay, I might just need to restart the app. Hold on. Okay, there's the comments. I'm like, what the heck? So apparently if you stop the, or if I stop the Rumble app on my phone, it deletes and erases all the comments. So anyway, shout out to everybody in the building. Sorry for the very late start, but I got a lot going on outside of the tube and the Rumble, but we are here. So let's get ready to rumble and get to the watch party. So it is streaming to YouTube for those that are tuning in on YouTube, when we start watching the documentary, I will stop streaming to YouTube because I don't know, you know, what sort of censorship YouTube's going to have with the PIZZAGATE documentary. It does go deep, and, you know, PIZZAGATE is an uncensored subject. So probably, like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, you guys make sure that you pop over to Rumble. In fact, give me 1 second so I can go. I'm actually going to my YouTube channel from here so I can leave some comments. Come on, data. Let's be going a little bit faster than that. Give me 1 second, you guys. Oh wow, it's moving extremely slow here. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna even try to do it on here. I will do it on my phone. Y'all bear with me just a moment. Hold on. Shoot, I didn't type that how I wanted it to. I don't know why this app is tripping. Y'all bear with me a second. Because I have stopped it and restarted it several times. Oh wait, that's the Rumble app. Hold on, I'm trying to toggle between the Rumble app and YouTube. Okay. There we go. So there is the comment. You guys that are watching on YouTube, be sure to pop over to Rumble. Because like I said, I'm gonna stop the stream to YouTube right before I click start on the documentary. So if you guys have not signed up for Rumble, get signed up now. Matter of fact, let me share screen so I can show you my Rumble channel. Give me 1 second. Okay, so, oh wait, this has the actual live. Well, no, I want the actual channel though. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. You know, I thought I updated that background photo. Apparently I did not. Okay, so I'm gonna pop it in the chat here. because right now I'm using StreamYard for both. Okay. So for those of you, again, on YouTube, if you are watching on YouTube right now, go ahead and click that link in the chat. Sign into Rumble so that you can join me here on the Rumble app. And you can either join on your mobile browser, or you can actually download the Rumble app and watch that way. So I'm actually managing the comments through the Rumble app on my phone. So I'm toggling between Rumble and YouTube. Like I said, because this actual documentary is on Rumble, I don't want to run into any sort of censor issues with YouTube, you know, because YouTube be on that bullshit. So Rumble, again, is a very uncensored platform, which is why I'm moving my lives over to Rumble, because there's a lot more freedom of speech on this app. They monetize just like YouTube does, but they do not they don't like do all that over excessive censorship. So a much better platform. And shout out to everybody who is tuned in on Rumble. Let me check these comments real quick. Give me a second. We got Cody in the building. Thank you, Fam Bam, for signing in and joining us on the Rumble app. Thank you. And yes, you guys, hit that like button coming in, whether you're on YouTube, Rumble. For those who are watching from Instagram, thank you so much, because we are multi-streaming. To the Instagram watchers, you guys also want to get over on Rumble, because again, Instagram tends to stop streaming when you start talking about shit that's too real. So make sure that you guys get signed into Rumble. And thank you so much, Cody, King Lone with Purple Flower in the building. Purple Flower, if you can, go ahead and get over here to Rumble. And let me put my Rumble channel up here, because the best thing to do is to follow me on Rumble. That way you get notified. So you'll get the notification when I actually am live or upload a video. So you guys get over there. Patty Munn, good to see you in the building. Thank you so much, my love, for joining us on Rumble. And again, family, make sure to hit that like button coming in. Let me check YouTube real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. Looks like the likes on YouTube are matching, but the likes on Rumble are not. Now, come on, family, because I'll be putting a lot of work into these lives now. Hit that like button coming in on the Rumble app. Live chat, there we go. So y'all make sure to hit that like button. Holly, good to see you, my love. Thank you so much for tuning in. Holly, again, all the family, please sign in on Rumble. Follow me at JustDeeShow. It's the same tag as my YouTube channel, rumble.com/user/JustDeeShow. So you guys make sure to follow me there. Click the follow button, subscribe if you like, because again, you're only going to be able to see the watch part. Like, the watch party is on Rumble, so you're only going to be able to see the video if you join on Rumble. So thank you again to all the family. Thank you so much, my good brother. Appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Purple Flower, good to see you. So yes, family, get over here to Rumble. Let's see. Kurt Meister, good to see you. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm not sure who everybody is. Oh, I think this is Miss Williams. Thank you so much. So yes, thank you to everybody that is tuning in from Rumble. Good to see y'all. Oh, it's Holly. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. So yes, thank you, because you definitely want to be on Rumble to catch this watch party. Like I said, this is going to be we're going to have to do, obviously, more than one part. You know, the Jaguar Diddy, Jay-Z, Pizzagate watch party tonight. I found a documentary that actually is quite interesting. And like I said, I know we're going to have to do this in multiple parts because the documentary is a little over an hour. And there's also other videos that I want to share with you guys. Now, I want everybody to remember that my purpose on my channel is to expose the truth, to, you know, really shed light on not just the Diddy case with Cassie. I want to focus on what everyone else is not focusing on, which is the RICO charges and the allegations of minors being allegedly trafficked and used in satanic satanic sexual rituals, and also the minors that were, allowed to be at the freak offs. I showed you guys previously that video of Diddy at the white party where he was encouraging the kids to want to come back when they get older. And the fact that there were any children at any of his white parties is just completely inappropriate. And that's my opinion. And all commentary on my channel is alleged outside of my real life experience and is my opinion. Any video content that we're going to share tonight are for the purposes of fair use. And as you guys can see, for those that would like to support the channel, support the truth, you can send any donations to my Cash App or Venmo, which is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's also posted in the chat on Rumble. I want to thank everybody who has been supporting the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out even to the trolls that have been subscribing. There's been quite a few Jaguar trolls subscribing to my channel lately, which I just find hilarious. I don't know why, but hey, thank you for the subscription. So thank you to all the DzPeepz. And again, for those who would like to support the channel as well as my medical journey, please send any channel donations to my Cash App or Venmo. As I've shared with you guys, I have disabled super chat, super stickers, and I refuse to enable memberships because I'm not going to allow YouTube to take 40 to 60% of donations that you guys send. So for those that would like to support the channel, again, you can send any donations to my Cash App or Venmo, and they are appreciated. And to be honest with you guys, donations are needed at this time because I've shared with you guys my real life journey, and I am doing everything I can to get things situated so I can get my biopsies done, because I do need to find out if these tumors are benign or not. In addition to ensuring that I'm able to keep a stable place to, over my head. So I appreciate everybody who has sent prayers. Thank you to anyone who has previously sent donations. Thank you to anyone who's going to send donations. And thank you for your positive energy. Now, because we are going to be talking about some very heavy and realistic things, I am going to start off. Before we watch the documentary, I am going to do a quick prayer. Punky, Katie Jones. Okay, good to see you. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Cody said, when we pay to subscribe here on Rumble, I think so. But the thing about Rumble that I found out is that apparently I have to earn at least $50 before they actually release any sort of funds to me. And because Rumble is a newer platform, that it hasn't been accumulated yet. So like I said, if you guys want to support on Rumble, I think there's like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm still new to Rumble, but I believe there's like a where you can send a donation through Rumble. I'm just, to be quite honest, I'm not sure how. So yeah, I'll have to research that, Cody, because this is why I want to be more active on Rumble. I need to get more familiar with it, but I'm not sure. I think that you can. It's called a, because someone else sent one before. They sent one for like $25. It's called a Rumble Blast or something. I don't know, fam. It's something. I'll find out afterwards. But yes, there are ways that if you want to support on Rumble, you can directly through Rumble. I just am honestly not sure on how to do that. So yeah, if it gives you an option in the chat, let me know. But of course, in all honesty, what is most needed, and I'm just being transparent with you guys, are donations to my Cash App or Venmo, because with the moving around, funds are needed, and definitely for the medical part, funds are needed. Because the medical part is still very much so challenging. But I decided tonight, I wanted to sometimes the way I make myself feel better is to get razzle dazzle. So I did that tonight. RG, good to see you, my love. Thank you so much. RG, if you are not on Rumble, I need you to go ahead and sign up now, because it's going to be on Rumble that we are going to be doing the watch party. I will stop streaming to YouTube once we start the documentary, because I don't know what type of censorship that YouTube is going to have, and I don't want the video to get cut because it's on YouTube. Okay, so I just posted in Rumble again, or not in Rumble, good Lord, brain, get it together. I just posted in YouTube. Let me focus, because when I'm looking at y'all's comments, I'm getting thrown off. Click on my link for Rumble. If you want to come and join the watch party to watch the PIZZAGATE documentary, please come and click on Rumble. Follow me so you get the notification, and so you can actually join us in watching the documentary, because again, the documentary is on Rumble. Okay, so thank you so much, Cody, for subscribing. And yeah, apparently you guys can subscribe on Rumble as well. The thing that's most important to me are the followers, because once I have 100 followers, I can join Rumble's partnership program as well. Ewan, good to see you, my love. And again, yes, Rumble Rant, thank you. I was like, I knew it was called something rant. I can't see it on my end, so to be honest with you, I don't know how you guys do it. I know someone sent one like a while ago, like a couple months ago. But like I said, Rumble doesn't allow you to cash out until your channel's earned at least $50, and mine hasn't earned that just yet, because I haven't really been on Rumble. So yeah, anyone who wants to support, please do. RG, I'm on Rumble. Okay, so RG, I need you to log in on Rumble now. That way you can join the watch party, so that we can do this together. Because like I said, I'm going to stop the stream to YouTube once we get started. So yeah, thank you. Yes, because like I said, this is the platform I actually want to be on. YouTube, while I appreciate all the followers on YouTube, YouTube is getting ready to take a pivot. And to be honest, a lot of people are getting off of YouTube, especially the very outspoken people. Like I said, shout out to Russell Brand, because I found this documentary, because I follow him on I follow him on YouTube and on Rumble. And apparently, because of how much he's been speaking out, and he's a very well-known celebrity, he shared his story that YouTube basically came for his channel. They demonetized his channel, and I think Russell Brand had like maybe a couple million followers. They like tried to take his channel down. They demonetized him because he's been speaking out against Pizzagate and the elite and all of this for a long time, for like over a decade. So when I was looking at his channel, you know, like, well, technically it popped up in the feed on YouTube couple weeks ago. From his channel, he shared a video where he's eating pizza with these guys and they're discussing Pizzagate. And he did a watch party, and he stopped the stream to YouTube. Like, he did a live for about 30 minutes discussing the documentary, discussing Pizzagate, and then he, you know, had everyone to come over to Rumble. So that's why I'm going to follow suit, because I don't want for YouTube to be on, you know, any sort of trying to take down the live because we're watching the, you know, the documentary. And to my knowledge, this documentary is copyright free. So we will get started on that. Now, there are, oh wait, let me acknowledge, I do want to acknowledge the signatures on my Stop YouTube Global Cyberbullying and Gang Stalking Take Action Now petition. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting the petition. Thank you to everyone who has signed and has shared the petition. I just want to acknowledge that we did reach our first milestone of 750 signatures. So thank you to everybody who has been signing. Continue to share the petition, family. That is what is needed, because I really want to get to at least 15,000 signatures, if not more. And again, from the website, you can scroll down to the bottom to share. You can scan the QR code. You can share to Facebook, WhatsApp, X, also known as Twitter. Copy the link, and you can also send via email. So shout out to everybody supporting that. And then for all of the people who, I just want to acknowledge the trolls for just a moment. I want to thank all of you who continue to subscribe to my channel. I really don't know why you guys are subscribing, but I at least want to acknowledge that. I think that maybe some of you are starting to see the things that I've been saying about people, specifically Jaguar, might actually be true. Because those of y'all that have been subscribing lately are from Jaguar's channel. So, shout out to the trolls, that thank you for the views and all that. And even when y'all do dumb shit, I don't care. What I always tell y'all is hit the link. Po little tink tanks. BetterHelp.com is your friend for all the real rejects of YouTube. BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com. Click advice. And then scroll on down here to where it says categories. Find the category of whatever it is that ails you. A lot of y'all have this psychosis going on the tube of it all. Paranoia, personality disorder, yes. Pessimism. A lot of y'all need to really, a lot of y'all be angry on this app. And I'm just trying to find out why. Really, I'm not even trying to find out why. I think you need to find out why you're so negative and pessimistic. So, pessimists may believe events will turn out badly regardless of starting circumstances. See, one thing about me, no matter what I go through, and I go through moments where I get discouraged and depressed like everybody else because I'm human. But one thing I always do is I switch my energy to gratitude, because gratitude is what attracts abundance and helps your manifestations to come in. And when you start to be grateful for things that most people definitely take for granted, it shifts your energy out of that dark place. So, for those of you that are dealing with pessimism, personality disorders, psychopathy, psychopathy, psychosis, most definitely. The psychosis seems to be a trending energy amongst many of the real rejects of YouTube all over this platform. I think all of y'all need to hit the link. Po little tink tanks, okay? Start with BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com. That is where you can go and actually get some help. And they actually have help that is free. So click the link. Click the link. Po little tink tanks. And then click on advice. Scroll right on down here on the right side where it says all categories. Find your category. And then go on and find you a therapist. They have psychotherapy. Some people really need that. Like, no joke, no bullshit. You really need that, especially if you are dealing with bipolar disorder, depression, or any other mental health issue. See, I might say BetterHelp.com in a joking way, but I'm so serious. Like, we need to make sure we are taking care of our mental health. And, just coming out of Mental Health Month, yeah, a lot of y'all have, exhibited signs and symptoms of untreated mental health issues, and there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of times people have been through a lot of things, and a lot of trauma has led you to not quite having things under control, and that's okay. But go get the help you so desperately need. Because for all of the trolls that troll my channel, I don't do that to any of y'all's channel. Y'all saw when old Musty dropped down in the chat, with his musty ass a few days ago. I don't troll y'all's channels, Jaguar. I don't. I've never trolled y'all's chat since February 9th. I've never even joined one of y'all's lives, ever. I don't troll your chats. I don't go and watch your content and leave comments. I don't send my subscribers to troll y'all's chat or to, troll the comment section. So the fact that y'all keep doing that, what that's letting me know, is that, there's some part of y'all that doesn't know how to accept rejection. When someone says no to your proposal, when someone says no, no means no. And you cannot bully, troll, or try to make fun of me in any way, shape, or form and think that I'm going to want to fuck with you. That's just not going to happen. So I'm going to just blatantly say no to any sort of reconnection. No, oh Musty, I don't want to have a conversation with you and Jaguar because we don't have anything to discuss. What I will say is thank you for letting me know you missed my channel. Thank you for continuing to remain subscribed to my channel. And if you want to support my channel, instead of trolling the chat and trolling the comment section when all I'm going to do is block the comments and delete them anyhow, how about you just go ahead and send a good old donation to my Cash App or Venmo to support the channel. And above all, hit the link. I'm going to make a song called Hit the Link. Hit the link, poor little tink tanks. Hit that link. Because you need to. Y'all need to start with getting your, get your mental health together. Truly, get your mental health together. Now, again, for those who have not, make sure you sign in on Rumble. Can't sign in. Okay, we'll see what you can figure out because it's going to stop streaming to YouTube once we start, for sure. Yeah, thank you. They are unhinged and need to learn what no means. No means no. That means I'm not going to fuck with you. I don't care how much you talk shit about me. I don't care how much you troll my chat. And look, if I don't want to deal with you, I'm not. Accept that shit and move on. Okay? Let's do that. Now, let me go ahead and get to the links right quick. Give me a second. Now, let me do this. Because like I said, I know we're going to be covering some heavy things. Most High, I just want to thank you right now for everybody on the live that is in the chat on both YouTube, all YouTube, Instagram, and Rumble. I ask that you, cover this entire live. Allow us all to get the knowledge that we need. And allow all of these industry elite predators to be exposed, especially the ones who are the wolves in sheep clothing pretending to be advocates but are actually abusive. Expose them all and let justice reign for every survivor who was a former victim, because we are no longer victims, we are survivors of sexual abuse. And allow me to be able to be used as your vessel to expose this. And I'm asking you to watch over every one of the children who have and are being trafficked. Please, I ask that you send your angels to them. And that premonition you gave me of the 400,000 plus children being rescued, let's go ahead and every child needs to be rescued. Because they said there's like over 500,000. Let's find the children and rescue them. And enable me with the resources of wealth to build forever freedom in every state in the United States of America and outside of this country. I want to see these children be rescued. I want to see them healed. I want to see them rehabilitated. I want to see them step into their power to become advocates themselves. Any energy rising up against me shall fall immediately and be destroyed. Chaos and confusion will come about your lives, and death and hell will follow your own evil intentions back to you. Any negative energy being sent, evil eye, evil intention, conjuring of spells, covens, spell work, witches, warlocks, all that has been destroyed. You will immediately receive the very intention that you attempt to send to me. It will not come to me because my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are always protecting me. I want to thank you in advance for all donations that will come through this live. I want to thank you in advance for the healing that will take place. I want to thank you in advance for the unity that will continue to take place on my channels. And I want to thank you in advance for the healing of all those who are being trafficked. Let justice prevail and let everything be uncovered that you showed me for 2025. And let them all be caught. All right. In the name of the Most High God, Yeshua, Ashe. Oh, now let's get into it. Because you know, there's videos of Jaguar threatening Nicki's kids, which was Goomba's girlfriend. But not just Nicki's kids, threatening Nicki and Goomba's mother. Now, the reason this is important is because of all of the publicity that is completely fake of her alleging to be a defender of freedom as well as an advocate. You're not an advocate when you threaten for children and women to be raped. I'm going to continue to drill that until you stop being fake. Okay? In addition to that, we have the video of Rayfoot, calling into the Breakfast Club, threatening for Fabulous to be raped. He also is the only person who's defending Diddy on the regular, free Diddy, because if Diddy goes down, he's going down. And I don't mean on Diddy's dick. I mean he's going down. Like you gonna go to jail, okay? In my funky Dineva voice. We also have the video of Jonathan Hayes speaking on Ray J and Beyonce and Jay-Z about Ray J allegedly being Jay-Z's cuckold. Now again, all commentary on my channel is alleged and for entertainment and educational purposes. But what Jonathan Hayes said, he said it wasn't alleged. In addition to Jonathan Hay exposing Jay-Z's demonic Baphomet statue at the title party. See, all these things are relevant to the current Diddy case. Like I keep trying to tell y'all, it's bigger than just Cassie, bruh. It's so many people involved in this shit. So that's why the title is Jaguar, Diddy, and Jay-Z Pizzagate. Because these three have been the most... what's the word? Vocal and visual in the media as it pertains to the Diddy case. Now, of course, you guys know I supported Jaguar for like years. Technically since 2018, because I first found her on Storm Monroe, aka Stormisha Bussy, Alize Jenkins' channel. And at that time, you guys know, we all believed in her. We believed that she really was an advocate and the global voice. And y'all saw how hard I went for her to support her until February 9th. Now, leading up to February 9th, there were definitely certain signs that were there. There were premonitions that I was shown. There were things that I was shown and told by the fifth dimension, you know, angels and ancestors that I honestly didn't want to believe. But then certain things you just can't overlook. And when a person is claiming to be an advocate but yet has brought forth not nan victim, we have to question the motive of that person who is claiming to be a whistleblower, but yet where are the receipts? Because everybody kept saying that when I was supporting you. Jaguar, where are her receipts? And y'all know how much I defended her. But at this point, and to be honest, this really isn't even about February 9th. It's an observation. Like I said, as a Scorpio, I'm a silent observer. Observing your behavior, Jaguar, you definitely, you behave as if you participated in the events that Diddy is being accused of, and this is why you're being investigated. Cody, for the last week, there has been many online postings of Native American teens have been coming up missing. That's not a coincidence. Not at all. Not at all. Did you see where Ray... I did. Yeah, of course he's leaving the country. Everybody who's allegedly guilty of the freak off shit, y'all notice they all been leaving or disappearing. Ellen was the first one to get the fuck out of Dodge. So did Russell Simmons. Took his ass to Bali where there's no extradition laws. Even Storm took his ass to Ghana and apparently came back. Where's LeBron? All we know is that LeBron left social media and he left the Lakers, or not Lakers. He left his whatever damn team he was on. I don't remember. Maybe it was Lakers. Hell, I wasn't a huge LeBron fan, but basically he left the NBA. He's been off grid for a while. Mr. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. There's a reason all these motherfuckers is leaving. Because they know it's about to go down. Yep, half of Hollywood fled the country, most fled to the UK, and that says a whole lot. This is why we're about to watch this documentary, because they go in about the UK, the UN, and the United States, and how they're all allegedly covering for each other in regards to the PIZZAGATE shit, and how this is all relevant to the current events today. Exactly. Aaron Hall, the other man who was accused of being sexually aggressive. I will never forget that video. I forget what channel. I don't think it was Real Life, but it was one of those types of YouTube channels where he was going in about how big his dick was, and how, you know, he'll be rough on a female and she just has to take it. I'm like, you sound like a rapist, sir. What the fuck? You sound like a whole rapist. Then you gotta wonder why Ray J is out here just proudly threatening for men to be raped, but yet you just had all that shit to say about Suge, sir. So I'm starting to wonder because I'm gonna show that video. The video where he went on the Breakfast Club. Or he called in the Breakfast Club and was going off and talking all that stupid shit like he was just high off of meth or some shit. When he kept saying he knew men that like men that rape men, were you talking about Suge, Ray J? Is that why you just went in on Suge? Is that who you was talking about? I mean, because again, you know, you went into a whole lot of detail, bruh, about how, you know, you just kind of knew a little too much detail about how you said Suge allegedly raped men, and it was just real weird that you would even have those types of details, just like it was real weird that Jaguar had those details that, you know, she has said to Goomba. So, you know, give me a second. I want to see if I can find... I just saw something that made me smile. I want to see if I can find that post on Instagram. Because I was like, how the fuck does Ray J know all of this? Like, it's just weird, bruh. It's weird, the details that he went into. Hold on, because I'm scrolling through. Okay, I think this is it. Hold on. I'm going to make sure this is it before I share screen. This is it. Okay, y'all give me a second. Let me pull this down so I can show y'all. Because it's like, bruh, why are all of y'all, think about it. Ray J threatened Fab with getting raped. Jaguar threatened Goomba's girlfriend and kids. And then he's talking about Suge. And I'm like, why are all of y'all doing this weirdo shit? Like, it's just real fucking weird to be... I just, in my mind, especially as someone who has survived being raped, I don't understand how any human being can use that as a threat and actually feel good about themselves as a person. Like, that is the most demonic act there is. And to use that as a threat to someone, whether it's a man threatening a man, or Jaguar threatening a woman and her children out of hate because the ex... it just is crazy. It's real crazy. And I'm like, something's really wrong with y'all. Like, for real, something's really wrong with y'all to be doing that and acting like that shit is normal, because it ain't at all. And then we will get into the Jonathan Hay of it all, speaking on Ray J allegedly being a cuckold with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and Jonathan Hay speaking on the Baphomet statue at Jay-Z's party. Because it's like, again, you have to wonder why the fuck these celebrities are doing all this demonic satanic shit, like trafficking children allegedly and using them in satanic sexual rituals. Why the fuck Baphomet? Because Baphomet is one of the low vibrational deities that requires sacrifice, including child sacrifice, and Moloch and Molech. Both gods, they're all gods of child sacrifice. So it's not far-fetched about Diddy allegedly having children at the freak-offs, when we saw the video ourselves that I just showed y'all, the all-white party, where there were kids there. And he's saying at 11 o'clock, you know, y'all got about another hour, but get real comfortable. The kids got to go, but, you know, get comfortable because this might be something you want to come back to when you're older. Like, who solicits children for fucking sex parties? Like, it just irritates my soul because people act like this shit is normal and it's not. Like, in no way, shape, or form. And there's also a former Diddy protege that also spoke on Pizzagate claims against Diddy as well. Then there's information about Justin Bieber and the Pizzagate. So, like I said, we definitely have to do more than one part. As long as all goes well later today, it'll probably be part 2 tonight or on Sunday. Give me 1 second because I'm trying to find that link in my email. Like, it's so many people speaking on the Pizzagate shit, and I just wonder, why don't they talk about that shit in mainstream media? Like, for real. Okay, here it is. The call with Ray J in Breakfast Club. Hold on. This is moving slow. And like I said, you know, I'm going to put up the copyright banner because all of the videos we're watching and reviewing, I am not only giving a reaction to, but they are a part of this investigation. My personal investigation about, you know, the reality of Pizzagate. The reality, this is not some conspiracy theory. There is a lot of actual evidence that does not only suggest that it's real, but points to it being pretty fucking real. You know, y'all give me a second because I'm pulling up some of these other videos as well. Hold on. So that's the one about Jaguar threatening Nicki and her kids. This is the one about Ray J threatening Fab. And again, Rayford, you should have been locked up. I'm just going to be honest. Yo ass should have been locked up. Especially after Whitney. I mean, that should have been enough to have them lock you up and throw away the goddamn key. I don't know why the fuck. I mean, for real. Exactly. Seems like they're speaking from experience. Exactly. Yep. Ray J's a father. Diddy's a father. And so is Jay-Z. And Jaguar is a mother. That's what makes all of this shit disgusting. All of y'all got fucking kids. So how could you, especially you, Jaguar, how can you threaten, as a woman who has been raped at gunpoint, according to what you told us, as a woman who's been gang raped, You cried about that on Real Life Street Stars. And how you had to have an abortion because you were raped by your brother-in-law. I just don't understand how any amount of alcohol or alleged substances had you calling Goomba 11 times threatening for his mom to be chopped up and for that woman and her kids to be raped and have bullets put in their head. That video completely changed everything that a lot of us thought about you, because like, what the fuck? Even if you're hurt that he left, which I don't understand how you could be hurt, because that nigga put hands on you on camera, on live. That speaks of your self-worth that you don't have. To be begging a man who was abusive and who you said is gay, allegedly, to be trying to beg him to come back to you is because you don't have no kind of self-worth. And you, like, for real, at damn near 50, you got to work on that. You was up there crying over old Musty, literally, his old musty, dusty ass. After exposing him, and then you threaten a woman and her kids to be raped. Like, come on, bro. This is why every time you say, I'm a defender of freedom, I'm an advocate, I'll be like, bullshit, bro. Because this video, no, you're not. No. That's some fake shit so you can capitalize and be incentivized. And that shit's getting exposed. Doesn't Jonathan have mentioned Jay preference for she-males and that? Yes. And again, this is why we're going to do a part 2. Because I'm going to review that interview again. Because he goes into detail about the Baphomet statue and Jay-Z's preference for she-males. And here's my thing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Look, it's some freaky shit I want to do before I get married. And I'm still celibate. But I have a fantasy about being with a she-male. Because I just always wanted to see what that was like. You know, chick with dick. You know, the chicks with dicks, they got the titties. And I just want to see what it's like. I can understand how a man would be attracted to that. My thing is living your truth. Don't just be in constant denial about that when people have evidence, sir, of you allegedly doing this shit. See, I have to say allegedly because I wasn't there. But Jonathan Hayes said not allegedly. He knows for a fact because he said he was around your ass. And he's like, and it wasn't, he's like, they weren't trans. They weren't men who had gender reassignment surgery. They were men who very much so still had penises but had titties too. And if that's your preference, why not live in your truth in 2025? Especially during Pride Month. Why keep lying and having, you know, Beyonce as a beard when you clearly don't like her ass? Y'all have the same type of love that Melania and Trump have, that bought mail order bullshit. Good. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Yeah. Diddy definitely needs to stay in jail and under the jail. Well, Diddy is caught in prison talking to Quincy about getting rid of all the pizza boxes and to be sure to recycle the plastic. That's definitely code for kids. Thank you. We all know that shit, bruh. Ain't nobody stupid. We know that shit. And why would his stupid act, like, you know, they record the phone call. That's why I keep saying Diddy is the stupidest villain of all time. He gets Diddy, you get the Platinum Award for being the biggest real reject, not of YouTube, of the world. You are the dumbest villain of all time. You constantly snitch on yourself. You know how in all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, Freddy Krueger always gets his ass beat? That's you, Diddy. You just always fucking yourself up. That's why you deserve to be where you at. Straight up. Straight up. All right, so let me switch my banner to the copyright. And again, all video content we're watching on YouTube and on Rumble. This is all a part of the watch party. So we're going to start the watch party here. And then once we pull the documentary on Rumble, we're going to stop streaming to YouTube. But all video content that we are reviewing is for the purposes of fair use, for purposes of criticism, commentary, entertainment, news reporting, scholarship, and investigative research. And again, fair use, fair use, fair use. Now, trigger warning for those who are survivors, okay? This phone call that Ray J has at the Breakfast Club is disturbing. And what is the most disturbing to me is Charlamagne's reaction encouraging Ray. It just made me look at Charlamagne like, damn, are you a rapist too? The way Charlamagne's hyping, and you could tell Ray is clearly on something. He definitely was rolling, and he probably was snowblading too. His level of aggression and anger, he might have even been on the Tootsie. But for Charlamagne to, it was like Charlamagne was his cheerleader, and it made me wonder, are you and Ray J fucking, Charlamagne? I'm serious. Because it's giving homies over hoes due to homie energy. The way he's hyping up Ray. Like, who encourages a man who's threatening to have another man raped? Charlamagne, you a little dude. Like, if you went to prison, they would definitely get your ass. Literally. I just don't think somebody who's of your stature and size should be encouraging another man who's threatening to have another man raped because of a fight. That's some weird ass shit, bro. So again, trigger warning, but here we go.
The Breakfast Club, Power 1051.
Now, this particular video was posted in 2011, y'all. So this didn't age well for Rayford. Because I bet his stupid ass wasn't even, I could tell he was clearly on something. But, sir, I don't think you thought about the consequences of your words down the road. And now here we are in 2025. Almost a year since Diddy's been arrested. And you're the main one saying free Diddy, who's been accused of raping multiple men, women, and children, allegedly. See, again, this is why I'm painting a picture of Rayford. Sir, if you are allegedly a rapist, you deserve to be in MDC right with Diddy. And that's what I feel like you really are. I'm going to be honest. I feel like that's in you. Because you talk about it way too much. Who the fuck enjoys watching people getting raped? There's something wrong with you, Ray J. Like, for real, for real. I don't know what the fuck happened to you as a kid. I don't know if, like, you and your dad might have had an issue is kind of giving that energy. Maybe your daddy or somebody did something to your ass, because your obsession with butt, ass cheeks, and talking about men getting raped is not normal, especially for an alleged heterosexual man. That shit ain't. I don't know any heterosexual men that want to watch men get raped. That's some suspect shit for your ass. That's weird. Right. And niggas bump just in the VIP looking ass. Nasty motherfucker. Jacqueline Brown, thank you so much for tuning in. Charlamagne was known for taking advantage of a young lady that... See? I'm not surprised at all. Cause y'all about to listen to the way Charlamagne is hyping, talking about, yeah, talk that shit, Ray. What the fuck? This nigga's talking about having fab rapes and you up here cheerleading this? What the fuck? That's not normal, Charlamagne. And I noticed Charlamagne ain't said shit about Diddy either. Like I said, 2025 is a year of exposure. All you motherfuckers is getting exposed, and I can't wait for y'all to be locked up. I'm so serious. Okay, good deal, RJ. Thank you so much. Do they really have Diddy's voice in their intro? Yeah. It'd be the audacity. All right, let's get into it.
Ray!
Yo, Charlamagne.
What up, my G?
Envy, what up?
What up, Ray J? What happened, man? What the hell went on?
Are we live?
No. Yes.
We live?
Yeah.
Okay, so I ain't gonna curse. But these punk faggots, and excuse my language, but you know what I'm saying? Be whoever.
Pause. It is the homophobia for me, and like I've told y'all, I have a very good gaydar. 98% of men that are homophobic are down low. I almost will go as far as to say 100% of men that are down low, that are homophobic, are down low. And y'all always want to sit around and call people faggots when technically that's who you are. See, in my mind, FAG stands for forever attention getting. And Rayford, you've been forever attention getting since you came on the scene, sir. Who are you to call somebody a fag? I'm just saying, like, it's real weird. You know, we discuss all the different celebrities who have left the country, who have been silent. Why are you the only one consistently defending Diddy and saying free Diddy and saying that he's innocent? It just sounds like somebody being overly proactive and trying to deflect. Looking at your eyes, you look evil as shit, and I definitely see Baphomet on you, for sure. And you have the eyes of a murderer. You have the eyes of a rapist. I'm just going to be honest. You do. You look like a crazy fucking predator in this picture. And I've seen this look on you before. And I definitely have seen Baphomet over your third eye before. Rayford, I think it would behoove you. You might need to just make some confessions, sir. Because I have the feeling that once you are exposed, it's probably going to be worse than the shit Diddy is being accused of. And your poor children, my God. You have a son. How would you feel if someone was laughing and joking and threatening about having your son raped? Because he got into a fight. I mean, you have to look at that. Your son's example. Do you want your child to see this shit? Because he will. Think about that, Rayford. Your son is one day going to be old enough to get on YouTube and look at all the shit and the fuck shit you've been doing. How do you think he's going to feel hearing this shit? My dad threatened to have another man raped? What about your daughter? See, people do dumb shit and you don't think about the consequences of your future. Because again, this was posted in 2011. That was 14 years ago. You got kids now. And you out here calling Suge a cunt. Again, a word black folks don't even use. Because Suge said that you and Diddy are lovers. You know how many motherfuckers been saying you and Diddy been fucking for the longest time, sir? Again, you don't think about your children when you say and do this shit. And I think if a man got into a fight with your son when your son was your age that you were in this video and a man threatened to have your son raped, I don't think you would be sitting up here laughing and kikiing about that shit. I think you would be terrified. I would hope you would be terrified as a father. It just don't make no damn sense. Like, the projections don't make no fucking sense.
Whoever you want to be, love whoever you want to love. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant...
You meant it like
If you
that.
want to disrespect me and the money team, and we got 7 Rolls Royces outside, and we just...
And then this shit. You want to disrespect me and the money team, and we got 7 Rolls Royces. Who gives a fuck about your goddamn cars? What the hell? This how you know he was out of his mind. This nigga had to be high off his ass. You had a fight with Fab and all you could talk about is your cars in your house that you probably don't even own. Let's be real. A lot of you niggas be renting that shit or it be in your mama name or in your kid's name and shit. The fuck do your cars got to do with anything? Like Ray J he's been unhinged for a very long time and it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Wants to drop the fag slur, but wants to have a slumber party. Thank you, in Kai Sanat's shower. Make that make sense, because it don't. Grown-ass man, damn near 20 years older than this motherfucker, asking to take showers and sleepovers. And then trying to get sympathy, pretending to come out, or at least insinuating, allegedly to come out by saying, and my sister and mom hate me for who I am. Sir, are you finally coming out the closet, or are you using Pride Month to get fucking attention? Because that makes it even worse. Because he did that fuck shit right before Pride Month. Everything is strategic. Then you got this dumbass agency called the Gagency. It's so stupid. Again, especially heterosexual black men who are very homophobic and paranoid, that don't ever want to be tied to gay shit. Ain't no heterosexual man begging no grown-ass man that's 20 years younger than them to have a sleepover in a shower. Most black heterosexual men don't want to see another motherfucker naked. They don't. They don't even like niggas looking at they shit in the urinal. So it's just weird to me that you claim to be heterosexual, but yet you're now like low-key trying to get attention, especially during Pride Month, by saying my mom and sister don't accept me for who I am. Well, sir, if you like men, just say that. And if you really are coming out, then come out. But don't use Pride Month for a viral moment. That's fucked up. And it's even more fucked up that you have an agency called the Gagency. Are they aware of this video? Are the people that run your Gagency, are they aware of your use of the word fag during this video, 14 years ago? Are they aware that you threatened to have a grown-ass man raped? I don't think they are. See, this is why I like to expose shit like this. Because motherfuckers be supporting people thinking that they're advocates when they for damn sure aren't. Just like the people that keep supporting Jaguar that ain't never seen the video we about to watch where she threatened to have this woman and her children raped and killed. See, nah. You can't burn both ends. You can't say you're an advocate but then threaten for people to be raped. It don't work like that. Because that's who you really are. Like, I can get angry and upset. I ain't never threatened for a motherfucker to get raped. The most I will say is that my ancestors will fuck you up. Because they will. And I ain't got to do shit. Why are people in the industry that are connected to Diddy and Jay-Z using rape as a threat? Is it maybe because they witnessed that shit? Is that why? Or is it because y'all participated allegedly in the shit? Just real crazy. Then he really don't want to say what happened to Whitney Houston, but he was the last one. He was not only the last one coming out of her room, his clothes were in her room. You know. And he never left the hotel. They said, well, he came to the hotel. No, he was escorted out of her room, and then his clothes were confiscated. Straight up. And the young lady that Charlamagne was accused of, she did a whole sit down with Tasha K explaining to her with Charlamagne and some other. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look that up. Because, yeah, y'all, the reason, now that and I'm glad you said that, Jacqueline Brown, and make sure that y'all get over to Rumble, because after these videos, we're going to get right into the documentary, and it's 111 on the live clock. It makes total sense what you're saying when we are about to hear what Charlamagne, how Charlamagne's hyping up Rayford threatening Fab with rape. It's ridiculous. Thank you. Ray hates Ray. Thank you. A lovely lady. Thank you so much. And I'm not sure who you are from YouTube, but thank y'all for tuning in on Rumble. This type of shit irritates me because, again, I was molested from ages 8 to 11. I was raped by my ex-fiance, and then 2 years later, I was date raped by a guy that I was dating, that I trusted. People like this make me sick. And it's like, why have you been allowed to walk around free this whole time? Why the fuck his ass ain't been arrested yet? Well, you're about to. Your ass going to jail, okay? You and Brandy.
Just made 350 racks on the... Don't disrespect me. I'm gonna smack you up again, fool.
All right, so Razy,
That's
let's
all I'm saying. Niggas saying a Ray J got beat up. I'll sock that nigga in the face, my nigga.
He doing all of this because people were saying that he got beat up, so he's trying to do the tough guy shit. Look at Fab. I punched Fab. There was never no receipts, sir, that you punched Fab. And Rayford, you short as shit. Fab is much bigger than you. So maybe you might have jumped up and did a sucker punch, but ain't nobody believing that you whooped Fab's ass. Ain't nobody believing that shit. Cause Fab is a thug for real. See, you one of them motherfuckers that likes to sell wolf tickets. You know, the people that talk all that shit, but then when it really comes down to it, they don't be about that life. Nigga, you from the suburbs. You're not even from the hood. That's why you sound like a suburban, you know, one of them sedity ass suburban boys trying to be tough. You sound like Drake. Mr. Colonizer, not colleague looking ass. It just, he irritates me. He really does.
So you punched Fab in the face.
One time. Hey, all I'm saying is if you got a Fab number, tell that nigga to send a picture of his face right now.
Wow.
Okay, Razy, let me ask you. So this is what happened because you didn't like
these bitch ass niggas.
You didn't like what he was saying on Twitter, like making jokes.
It's like, look, don't disrespect me and Floyd like that. I play piano on that motherfucking piano every day. That's my big bro, nigga. We grew up together. So if you think I just came over there and sang a song, you got me motherfucking twisted. I'm always over there, nigga.
Remember, we on air, Ray. We on air, Ray. You can't curse.
Oh, I'm sorry, Envy. I'm sorry.
So go ahead.
Pause. Now, Envy wants to stop him and say, remember, we're on air, Ray. You can't curse, but he could say all type of niggas. And here's the thing: the reason I'm pointing this out at the 1 minute 22 second mark is because as we get closer to that 7 to 8 minute mark, didn't Envy or Charlemagne stop this motherfucker from saying he was gonna have Fab raped? But you sure as shit stopped him from cussing. Okay.
I'm sorry, are we live?
Yeah. So you approached him and what happened?
What?
I said, so you went up to him at the after party.
I'm with the
What
money
happened?
team right now. We are over here. I swear to God, he running from me right now. I had 100 fools outside of Moon right now. He never...
Pause. Sir. For you to have 100 dudes outside, which we know that shit wasn't true. You know what that says? You a punk ass nigga. That you had to get the whole crew on one dude. Anybody that knows anything about Fab knows Fab stays strapped up. Why would you need 100 men for Fab if you just beat his ass? See how, just stupid shit. If you just beat his ass, you don't need 100 men outside. Just dumb as fuck.
Left the club. He was scared up in there. He tried to call the police.
So when you hit him, what did he do, Ray?
Nothing. He fell back because he's a sucker.
Okay, now Razy, let me ask you. So he didn't hit you back?
Look, check this out. No disrespect. Like, shout out to my big bro Diddy because he tried to really be like, look.
I love how he brings up Diddy more than once throughout this video. And when I first heard this, I was like, what did Diddy have to do with this? If you had a fight with Fab at a club, why did you, Rayford, bring Diddy's name into this? Because it almost seems like you are low-key snitching on Diddy, like saying Diddy maybe encouraged you to behave in this way. To start it with no disrespect. But Diddy said, it's like you trying to blame Diddy for your actions, sir. Just stupid.
They was just going in on you, and you know, it was all fun and games. Shout out to Kevin Hart, because he a comedian. But Fab ain't no comedian. My homie saved his life when he was in L.A. His life was threatened by my other dudes, and my other homie saved lived his life. So how dare you even speak disrespectful to me? You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it was. So when I seen him, I was with Floyd and 50, and he tried to say, don't touch me, and I punched that nigga. Straight up.
Did 50
with him.
Did 50 instigate the fight?
Listen, I got detained tonight. I got kicked out of the motherfucking Palm Hotel. Police arrested me, handcuffs. Listen, I said, look, y'all can take me to jail, or can y'all just unhandcuff me and let me hop in my Ghost and get up out of here? They said, that's your car? I said, I'm cool. Can you handcuff me? I gave it, you know what I'm saying? I looked out for him and was out.
Now, Ray J, let me, so did Fab at all, his people, or did he hit you at all?
Nah, look, my team don't play. If you disrespect me, don't come to the West Coast. So he in Las Vegas, and he tried to disrespect me.
Well, we heard Fab headbutted you, and people are upset because he had his guard down.
Come on, my headbutted me.
So
Listen, I swear. Listen, you call that fool right now. We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is, because he know my big homies is on his bumper. So he gonna apologize on the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne, Envy, listen, you know y'all my dudes, right?
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna make sure he call up to the Breakfast Club and apologize for his actions. Cause I'm not playing, man. These niggas think I sing songs and run around here and do dances. I don't play that shit, man.
You're not Omarion.
I'm not playing games.
For real, Ray, don't go to jail. Nothing ain't worth going to jail,
no,
man.
I know, and so this what happened, right? Everybody told me to calm down. I'm back at the crib. I got kicked out of the Palms. I went back up to the Palms. Listen, my homegirl just rolling GT Bentleys. He got a 97 GT. Come on, my God.
Listen, but Ray, you know.
See, this whole thing is just stupid. It's just ego. It's insecurity. It's just dumb. You keep comparing cars. Okay, I get it. And this, I'm gonna be honest, this is why I don't like superficial men. This is also why I tend to not like men in the industry. Because that superficial shit, I got cars, who gives a fuck? Don't none of that shit mean nothing when you on your deathbed. Don't none of that shit mean nothing if you get diagnosed with a terminal illness. This whole I got this and I got that, your material things define you. That's what makes you have like self-worth is material shit. And guess what, Ray? For quiet as it's kept, they say you ain't got none of that shit now. Your ass is allegedly broke. Like these YouTube and social media streets been saying that Princess has been supporting your ass allegedly. So, you know, all of this, I got this, and who gives a fuck? That don't make you tough. That don't make you no real nigga. That makes you sound like one of these suburban motherfuckers that grew up with a silver spoon. It's giving Drake energy. That's what it's giving. It's giving that suburban kid that wants to be hood, that wants to be ghetto so he can have street cred. But if he actually went to the hood, he probably wouldn't survive. Because here's the thing about people from the hood, when they do become wealthy, they don't do shit like this. They tend to give back to the community. They're usually a lot more, I won't say humble, but they're not as superficial. Because they know what it's like to go without. But those who grew up with a whole bunch of money and all this superficial shit, it goes to their head, and then that superficial shit defines you. Which means that if you were to lose all of that shit, you would lose your fucking mind. That's probably why you out in these YouTube and Instagram streets acting a goddamn fool right now. Talking about, I'm so lost without my wife. It ain't about without your wife. Let me be honest. Princess ain't nothing but a beard. Beyonce ain't nothing but a beard. Kim Porter, all of y'all that had all these bitches that low-key allegedly like men, those were beards. You did not like those women. You selected a woman to play a role. so you could project a false image of a family dynamic that you never even wanted. Because let's be honest, Rayford, you never wanted to be married. You was a whore the entire time you was even a hoe on Love and Hip Hop. And the fact that you and Princess Love went on every single Love and Hip Hop franchise was also very telling. Y'all motherfuckers was definitely broke. Y'all was on Love and Hip Hop New York, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Love and Hip Hop Miami. I'm surprised that you didn't have Princess get on the Real Housewives. It was just giving, we're broke. Because we got to hop on every franchise every chance we get. And you got to, you need attention the same way Jaguar does. Both of y'all are attention whores. And you will do it in the most negative way and not give no fucks, because that's what narcissists do. Narcissistic supply. Even if it's negative, it inflates the ego, the very fragile ego. You always run around here crying. You was on the damn Instagram live with Nicki Minaj crying about how, you know, I miss my wife. You didn't value her when you had her. You treated her like shit, like most down low niggas do. Because y'all really don't like women. You use women for an image, but what you truly like is a dick up your ass, and ain't nothing wrong with that. If you gay, live in your truth. That's my thing, man. If you look, instead of being down low, just live out. Just live out loud. It's not the 90s. Live in your truth. That's why Nicki Minaj busted you out on that live and was like, when are you coming out the closet? I think the closest you came to coming out the closet was you begging Kai Cenat for a sleepover in the shower. And that young man is about 20 years younger than your ass. That's real weird, Ray. That's some Diddy energy type shit, bruh. It's real weird.
Nigga, you know when you come to New York.
I got a 20-foot square, 20,000 square foot crib. I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool. I got an indoor bathroom.
What he also sounds like, he sound like he's been around hood niggas that grew up broke. Because, you know, broke motherfuckers do that shit. When they get money, they brag. Man, I got an indoor pool and an outdoor pool. Okay, have you ever heard of a wealthy person bragging about their house, their car, their pool? No. Most wealthy people don't want people knowing they're wealthy. So they don't flash this shit. I love my people, but this is some Willie Lynch ignorant ass shit mentality. Let me flash all of my shit to make it look like I'm better than the next nigga, because I got all of this material shit. But the one thing you have never had is self-control. The one thing you have never had is class. The one thing you have never had is mental stability and emotional stability. Ray J is the most mentally unstable male I have ever seen in my life. All over the place. And I do believe some of that is substance abuse induced. But a lot of that, there's something that happened in your childhood that destroyed your entire self-worth. And it's like you have been seeking validation ever since. You and Jaguar, I mean, y'all are parallel in your behavior on social media and in the media, that you constantly need validation and attention. That comes from a very low self-esteem, very unhealed childhood trauma. That's usually where that stems from. Some parent neglected you, and I bet it was your mom. That's that mother abandonment wound. Constantly give me attention. And what's even worse, Rayford, is that you're the youngest. You know, you're the youngest and you're the only boy. So it's just like, where does this come from? This constant need for attention. Same thing with Jaguar. What part of your childhood were you missing love from a parent or both that required you to feel like you need constant validation and attention, why can't y'all be okay by yourselves? As a Scorpio and as an empath, I really enjoy my solitude. I can't even tell y'all how much I do. I enjoy my solitude so much, some people think it's abnormal. You know why I enjoy my solitude? Because I love myself. I love peace. I love how I can just be in an environment that nobody can fuck up. Even if it is a room, at least I ain't got to be around nobody fucking up my energy. And I can pray and meditate and ground and center myself. And I don't have to feel nobody else's shit. Meanwhile, people like you and Jaguar, it's like y'all, you can't live or breathe without attention and validation, which means that you have no self-worth. Because people who have self-worth do not seek validation outside of themselves. Because your self-worth comes from within you. Like, just listening to him, it's like, the fuck? And especially because you did grow up wealthy. Y'all didn't grow up broke. So all this, my self-worth is tied to my cars and my house and money. Okay. And when all them things get stripped from you, then what you gonna have? Not a goddamn thing. And that's when you gonna really lose your mind. You talking about you losing your mind over princess? Let me tell you something. A man who values his woman will work hard to not lose her. She then gave you 11 chances. Y'all have, she has filed for divorce from you, what, 20 times? That says that y'all are toxic. And I mean, even when y'all was on Marriage Boot Camp, y'all were on Love and Hip Hop. It was constantly about you and your money and your businesses and social media. This woman had just pushed out your first baby and you was out there being a whore while being disrespectful. Because see, here's the thing about me. If you don't value me, you will lose me. Like Princess arguing with you and going back and forth with you and her getting mad at the female. Bitch, deuces, ain't no fucking way. Ain't nobody finna be going back and forth. If you don't see my worth, you don't deserve me, period. I'm out. And I watched the way you treated her and I was like, man, he really don't like her. Because when a man loves you, he cherishes and values you. You like my uncle. My uncle loved and cherished my aunt. They were married for 57 years before he died from COVID. Never, like, I look at people like him, like fucking Ray J and them. My uncle was so the opposite. Loyal to his wife, faithful, put her on the pedestal, treated her like a queen. Never disrespected her. And then it's like, I look at people like Ray J, like, this is why none of your relationships have worked. Even before Princess and since Princess. So obviously the issue wasn't her, it was you. Because deep down inside, Rayford, you like men. Just admit that shit. You begging Kai Sanat for a sleepover in the shower, my nigga. Really? I mean, and you was begging. You was Jodeci begging. That's weird, bruh. So now you want to pretend like you gay to try to gaslight Princess. I hope her dumb ass don't come back to your stupid ass. I really hope Princess gets some self-worth and teaches y'all's daughter to not fall for men like you. But in order for her to do that, she would have to heal too. But I'm telling you, you and Jaguar, y'all need for attention. That shit is weird. Both of y'all. Both of y'all need help. And I remember that video where you were going in on, I think it was Jaguar and it was another female you was going in on. And it's like, Rayford, if you want people to believe that you are heterosexual, you need to start acting like it, because you don't. You don't. You're weird.
Court and an outdoor basketball court.
Don't nobody give a fuck.
Ass bitch ass nigga.
Don't nobody give a fuck.
I swear to God.
Now, Ray J, just one
But
question
listen,
though.
when I hit Slay, he ain't gonna be able to even stay in his own town because I got some goons out there that's gonna get him too.
All right, Ray J,
Straight up.
but let me ask you something. You know that Fab jokes around on Twitter all the time, like.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. He can't joke on me, nigga. That nigga's a broke ass nigga. He called me. I let that nigga borrow my Lamborghini for his video in LA. That's my word. Ask Clue.
Hey,
I
Ray.
let him borrow my Lamborghini. I let him drop my top. He can have that shit.
What does any of this have to do with you fighting this man? I let him drop my top. I'm sorry, but that shit sound gay as fuck, bruh. It do.
That's old. I got 3 new Rolls Royces outside. And I'm tired of being humble with niggas. I'm tired of being humble, and I'm tired of being low-key. Now I'm about to pull my motherfucking whips out. I'm about to show y'all what my crib looks like. And I'm about to roll with my niggas and...
Who cares what your crib looks? This is stupid. I'ma pull my whips out. I'ma show you who gives a fuck what your car and your house look like, bruh? Like, you stupid as hell, bruh. Like, comprehension, this does not make sense. All this talk about what the fuck you got. Like, right? I mean, for real. This it logically makes no sense. You're just on a whole rant. Cause you probably was on Special K. You probably was rolling. You was probably doing all of that shit. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like somebody who was completely out of their mind. Literally. And just rambling and saying bullshit that has like nothing to do with the subject at hand. Meanwhile, again, Charlemagne sitting there like a damn pick-me, cheerleading you on, ad-libbing like the bitch at church that be, you know, ad-libbing to the preacher and shit. It's just weird. It's weird.
Smack niggas up that's talking.
Ray J! That's what I'm talking about.
Guys, come on.
Yeah, here we go. Talking about he's gonna smack niggas, and then here go Charlemagne laughing. Yeah, man, there you go. What the fuck? Like, are we back in high school? Y'all are grown ass men doing this shit. And what I don't understand is, why is Charlemagne enjoying this so much? You know why? Because y'all are both in the same low frequency. That's why. And again, maybe Rayford and Charlemagne has some sort of homies over hoes bussy action, because Charlemagne, you dick riding for Ray the same way Ray be dick riding for Diddy. And I've heard rumors for years about Charlemagne and Diddy allegedly having some sort of intimate relationship. But again, if y'all is, just living your truth.
No, we don't want anything. We don't want anything to happen.
Ray,
though,
you know,
for
stay
real.
out of jail, Ray.
And it's crazy how Charlemagne's laughing and egging it on, and Angela Yee is the only one trying to, you know, maintain a level head. Like, no, we're not promoting. That's why she keeps saying, well, we don't want anything to happen. She's protecting the brand, while Charlemagne is sitting there acting like a groupie. It's just real weird.
So hopefully we can squash this out.
Point blank, I don't give a fuck about nothing but making money, making good product. I create my own TV shows. All my cars is paid for. All my cribs is paid for. I got pink slips on every one of my whips. You can come to my shit and see it. I'm stamping all this shit. Charlemagne know me. That's my big homie.
My man.
We go way back.
That's your big homie? So then, is he one of the dudes that you know that be raping dudes? And again, what does you own in your cars and houses? I would think somebody at your level of, you know, financial wealth, you should be owning your cars and your houses, sir. You didn't grow up poor. You didn't grow up in the hood. That's not a flex. But you and Charlemagne sitting up here acting like some homies over hoes, bussy brothers, is just, it's weird.
So he know when I call him, I'm going to give him the exclusive shit. And I'm tired of playing games with these niggas. When I see Fab, he know what it is. Charlamagne, that's my word. He going to call up to the Breakfast Club, and he going to apologize for his words that he's using.
All right, Ray. Ray, we appreciate you calling in, Ray. Ray, don't go get locked up, Ray.
Yeah, Ray, calm down. Just stay in the house.
Got locked up today. Already got locked up.
But don't get locked up.
Why is you screaming? Like, you cannot tell me that this man is sober. You can't tell me he's sober acting like that. You cannot tell me he's sober. Not acting like that, bruh. Miss Williams, he only has the things he has because he wrote Brandy's coattail his entire career. Thank you. That's why to this day they call him Brandy's little brother. Seriously. George, good to see you. Family, for those that are on YouTube, make sure that y'all come over to Rumble, because after I finish playing this video and the one about Jaguar, we're going to start on the actual documentary. All right, family. I think it was Cassie. It was after the hotel footage was leaked and Jag was interviewing her reaction to it, and he trashed both Cassie and Jag. Yeah, I remember that because there was a video where when we were still aligned, when I was still aligned with Jaguar, where Rayford went on somebody's channel and was like, you know, why don't you come do business with me? You over here. Yeah, because he was calling Jaguar some sort of name or whatever, and was going in on her about her speaking on him and speaking on Diddy. But on the same hand, I mean, the shit she was saying, everybody else been saying. So it's like you pick certain people to call yourself going after, and it's not a good look. Because again, I don't fuck with Jaguar, but at the end of the day, her and Cassie both being survivors of sexual abuse, it's not a good look for Ray J as a man to be targeting women who are survivors of sexual abuse, especially after you threaten to have Fab raped. It's just real weird. Good to see you, Soul Sounds, my love. Good to see you. Y'all make sure, let me put my Rumble back on here. Hold on right quick. Because I want to make for sure that you guys are able to join the watch party. Because when I start the Rumble documentary about Pizzagate, it won't be on YouTube. So y'all make sure that y'all pop over to Rumble and get signed up. Family, give me a second. I need to turn on the AC because it's starting to get warm. Hold on. I had cut it off because I got cold, but it's been off for a minute. And it's starting to get a little stuffy in here. And then if it gets cold, I'll cut it back off. I also cut it off because it gets kind of loud. So if it starts to get too loud, let me know. Okay, hold on. I gotta reposition myself. Okay. So yeah, y'all make sure, and thank you, Soul Sounds, for the compliment, my love. Thank you. But make sure that y'all get on Rumble so that you can join the watch party. Okay. He said, yeah, Ray J, a hard gangster. That's why he was on My Sweet 16 on your TV when he was 16, being a spoiled little bitch. Right. And remember the live on my channel that I edited where he's asking, not Cardi B, where he's asking Nicki Minaj to be a barb. No, Nicki, I'm a barb, but you gangsta. Okay, sir. Okay. But yeah, y'all make sure that y'all jump on Rumble for the watch party. I just wanted to play this before the Pizzagate documentary to kind of just remind people of why I'm researching about Ray J, Diddy, Jay-Z, and Jaguar, because they all are connected to these satanic rituals that involve raping other people, allegedly for the sake of YouTube, but not really allegedly because all the accusations point to the same shit.
Go smoke something, Ray. Go smoke something and calm down, brother.
I'm ready for this nigga, man. Straight up. Bitch ass nigga.
Thank you, Ray.
Man, I
Appreciate
hate
you
to
calling,
see people
mama.
so mad like that. I don't want Ray J
You know
to
what
do
I'm
nothing
saying?
crazy.
And see, again, Angela Yee, she's the only voice of reason. She's the only one like, man, I hate seeing Ray J like this, and Ray J don't go. Like, she's trying. She's the only one trying to de-escalate his energy. Meanwhile, Charlamagne's sitting there laughing, kikiing, acting like a groupie and encouraging the shit. Like, bruh, what the fuck? So yeah, make sure you jump on Love, because like I said, after this, I'm gonna play the PIZZAGate. It's just
When I
weird.
talk shit, I was with Puff last night, and I said, Puff,
Pause. Like, this is the second time he done brought up Puff. I was with Puff last night. Doing what? Cause what album have y'all produced together? Can y'all think of one song that Ray J's done with Puff? I can't. You know, cause you spent a whole lot of time with Puffy to not be making no damn music, and you're an artist, and he's an alleged rapper, and Puff can't rap to save his life. Puff was one of the worst rappers I've ever heard, ever. Hell, Vanilla Ice is better than Puff. Shit, I'll listen to him before I listen to Puff rap. I'm just saying. Why was you spending so much time with Diddy, Rafa? Why are you still supporting Diddy when all the other elite didn't jump ship? So you the cheese stands alone, motherfucker, talking about some free Diddy, Diddy's innocent. How, Sway? How do you know that? This constant support of Puff is just real fucking weird. It's just real fucking weird. And then to keep bringing him up during this rant where you're about to threaten another grown-ass man to get raped, it just makes me wonder, were you dry snitching on Puff? Are you saying that Puff is the friend that likes niggas, that rapes niggas? I mean, it's just this second time you done brought this nigga up, and it's only, what, 6 minutes into the video. It's just real weird.
he said, listen, if anybody talk shit about me, I'ma...
So many demons on this nigga, it's ridiculous.
Like that. I don't want Ray J
You know
to
what
do
I'm saying?
nothing
This
crazy.
nigga wanna talk shit. I was with Puff last night, and I said, Puff, he said, listen, if anybody talk shit about me, I'ma smack them niggas in the face. And I said, you know what?
See, pause. I was with Puff last night, and he said if any of them niggas talked about me, I'd smack them in the face. So, you know, there is such a thing as transference of energy. All of this anger and rage, is it possible that Puff fucked that anger and rage into you? I'm serious. Because the way you said I was with Puff last night sound syrupy, like when a nigga has been with a bitch the night before and fucked her. I'm just saying, y'all little bromance ain't never gave platonic, ever. And then, you know, the allegations from Jonathan Hay that you were the cuckold for Jay-Z and Beyonce, and that allegedly Jay-Z used to watch you with Beyonce and allegedly masturbate the same way that Puff would watch Cassie with male prostitutes and masturbate. Not alleged, because she testified about it. Why are two of the biggest black male hip-hop celebrities, why do their behaviors mirror one another? We have to ask ourselves that, especially when they both have been getting accused by multiple people. Yes, grabbing the mancos. They was grabbing the mancos. Thank you. Not one. The only Ray first song I can think of is One Wish. I bet your ass wish you had one wish that this goddamn video didn't exist. Oh, bars. Shit. That wasn't even intentional. But straight up, for real. Straight up. I wonder if they fought over the frosted flakes. They're great. They might have. Shit. They ain't no telling. They might have. Because, yeah, this shit is definitely giving, it's giving weird. I ain't gonna hold you. It's giving weird.
Oh, you right. If Crew can't squash this, then it's over.
Now we gonna squash it. We need this to end peacefully.
The only nigga that can squash this shit is DJ Clue.
First of all, Charlamagne, how you talking about we need this to end peacefully, but you're sitting there laughing and kikiing and encouraging the fuck behavior? Like, come on. If you wanted this shit to end peacefully, you wouldn't have been cheerleading this motherfucker's low vibrational negative ass energy the whole goddamn call. The fuck?
We gonna make that happen.
Who hit me?
We
But
gonna squash this.
listen, Charlamagne, Envy, Angela Yee, I promise you, I'ma have Fab call up there, and he's gonna apologize to the.
You know what's funny is he did all this talking and Fab didn't do shit. Not a goddamn. He never did call up there and apologize. See, Rayford, you definitely one of them boy who cried wolf type motherfuckers that just stupid as hell. Cody said, for real, we're great. Because I'm serious. I bet you they did wake up and fight over the Frosted Flakes. Allegedly, rumor has it that Rayford, Usher, and Diddy, allegedly, the three of them woke up and fought over Frosted Flakes together. I wouldn't be surprised if that shit was true.
Breakfast Club. He's gonna apologize to me for being a broke ass, bitch ass nigga. I got 6 Rolls Royces outside.
Oh my God. Who gives a shit?
It's gotta end peacefully, Ray.
Who cares about your Rolls Royces?
And I like Reggie a lot, so you're right,
Fuck
sister.
this nigga. Fuck
Talk
that
to him,
bitch.
Pop.
Fuck that whole team.
See? Charlamagne, you are just, I think Charlamagne might be fucked up in this moment. You keep saying we want this to end peacefully. Ray J, we don't want you to go to jail, but then the more he talks shit, talk that shit, Ray. What the fuck? You're a host of the show. It's like, is it me in my funky Dineva voice, or does family? Do y'all think Charlamagne sound like a groupie, like he might have fucked Ray J? Am I the only one that sees that? If y'all feel that way, just put it in the chat. I'm so serious. Charlamagne acting real groupie. It's just giving real groupie energy. It's weird. He acting like a boyfriend. It's weird. Rolls Royce is not a flex anymore. Thank you. And again, this was in 2011. Like, who the fuck was rolling Rolls Royce? Wasn't nobody, that wasn't a flex even then. That's whack. Like, Charlamagne up here acting like he want to be fucking Rayford. It's weird. It's really weird.
Nigga, I'ma smack the shit out that bitch ass.
Now, we're gonna try to get Fab on the line and squash it.
Nigga, get Fab on the line right now. I'll smack the shit
And the
out.
only one who said we're going to try to get Fab on the line was Envy. I noticed, like I said, Envy was quiet damn near this whole call, other than the very beginning. And y'all do know that Envy has been accused of rape as well. I think that's why he was so goddamn quiet. This was also around the time that Envy had got caught about allegedly fucking Erica Mena while he was married. Like, it was basically Charlamagne and Angie Yee talking this whole phone call. But mostly Charlamagne hyping up Rayford again like he's his damn cheerleading ass boyfriend. It was weird.
Out that nigga.
You can't smack him over the phone, Ray.
On the phone that like niggas, and they gonna
Wait a minute. Yo, let's go back.
Fab on the line right now. I'll smack the shit out that nigga.
You can't smack him over the phone, Ray.
On the phone.
Now, that part was funny. When he said, I'm going to smack him, he said, you can't smack him over the phone, Ray. Like, at least that part of Charlamagne's ad-lib was funny. The rest of it, inappropriate.
Like niggas, and they gonna.
Oh, yeah, trigger warning. This is the part where he threatens, so proudly threatens, and said, and I know niggas that like niggas that rape. Why are you friends with rapists? Why? You're friends with Diddy and you're friends with men who rape men? Really? When that's what Diddy is being accused of right now? Not just Diddy, Jay-Z too. And even allegedly Clive Davis, but mostly it's Diddy and Jay-Z being accused right now by women and men who were girls and boys at the time of the allegations. Again, RICO. Again, sex trafficking of children. So it makes me wonder, Rayford, what was your involvement? How many men have you participated in having raped? Allegedly. Now, I'm going to say allegedly, but you just said this shit out your own fucking mouth. How many men have you participated in, and why the fuck are you so mad at Suge and calling Suge a rapist, but you don't think this is rapist behavior? Really, Rayford? You don't think that saying proudly that you know niggas that like niggas that rape niggas, you don't think that makes you look like a rapist? Like, you a stupid motherfucker. You just as stupid as goddamn Diddy. Which is why your dumb ass need to be locked up in NDC with his bitch ass. That's stupid as hell. So stupid. Thank you. Charlemagne definitely giving groupie ass energy. It's weird, bruh, for a grown-ass man who's got a wife. It's real weird. That's what I'm saying, Miss Williams. Thank you. Sound like they're bad buddies to me. Exactly. Homies over hoes. Do the homemade. That's what it's giving. Gay queens slap one another. Men who can talk the talk and walk the... See? That's what I'm talking about. This is why it's important to review this shit, because... everybody want to act like, oh, like how he's acting today. You calling Sugar cunt. You look like a bitch. With them long ass earrings in your ear and this 1995 silk shirt. There is nothing masculine about your ass. You look like you've been grabbing them fucking ankles. The fuck? And then wiping your nose like a goddamn cokehead. Fuck out of here.
Smack the shit out that nigga.
You can't smack him over the phone, Raven.
On the phone.
That part where you say you can't smack him over the phone, Ray, that was funny.
White niggas, and they gonna rape that nigga. Bring that nigga over and stick it in that nigga boot.
All right.
Why did they let it get that far? Everybody was silent. Everybody. Like, how do you go from talking about your cars and your houses and how you're so much better than him because he's broke and how you're gonna slap the shit out of him? Let me tell you something. Real thugs, real gangsters don't never threaten. They just do. When is the last time you seen a nigga from the hood pull up on somebody and do all this talking? They don't do that shit. If they're gonna do something, they just do it. And they don't warn you, they don't threaten you, they just pull up on your ass. This is how you know he's full of shit. And this is just all talk, another Ray J rant.
Homies on the phone that like niggas, and they gonna rape that
Wait a
nigga.
minute, did he say, I think
Homies on the phone that
wait, he did say, I'm gonna get one of my big homies on the phone. Wait a minute, let me go back. Can we get the captions? Yeah. Okay.
I'm on the line right now. Smack the shit out that nigga.
You can't smack him over the phone, Raven.
On the phone that like niggas.
He did say that. Then I'll get one of my big homies on the phone. Now, he called Charlemagne a big homie. He calls Diddy a big homie. He also referred to Suge as a big homie. I'm just saying, it's real weird, sir.
Don't rape that nigga. Bring that nigga over and stick it in that nigga boot.
All right.
I know niggas that like niggas that are gonna rape that nigga. They're gonna bend him over and stick it in his booty. How do you know that? That was way too detailed. Just like the shit we about to listen to with Jaguar. How did you know that, Rayford? It sounds like you've witnessed this more than once. And again, birds of a feather, perverts of a feather, rapists of a feather flock together. I don't personally know any heterosexual men, especially heterosexual black men, that are friends with men that rape other men. Predators tend to move in flocks like this. Predators. That's just, it's all types of fucked up. And it wasn't until you went so into detail that Charlemagne finally was like, oh, wait a minute. But they all sat there and let you say this shit. And didn't stop you at all. I don't know if they were just in shock and awe. But it's just like, if Fab wanted to, he could have sued the Breakfast Club and all of y'all for allowing him to say this shit. Because he's technically, right, for what you're doing, you're confessing to premeditated assault and battery. Because that's what rape is. It's assault and sexual battery. Sexual assault and battery. That's rape. Something you go to jail for. So again, why the fuck has your ass been allowed to walk around free? You for damn sure need to be up in MDC with Diddy right the fuck now. And I have a feeling you are going to end up meeting him there. And maybe when you do, y'all can have y'all homies over hoes do the homemade little session. Because I swear to God, this is just so suspect. This is not giving heterosexual energy. This is giving down low predator energy. And your eyes, definitely, you look like a fucking predator. You look crazy as shit in this picture. Real crazy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right.
So Charlemagne's sitting here saying, all right. Angela Yee saying, oh my God. And it sounded like Envy was laughing. Why is this funny? Cat Williams said that on the Shay Shay interview, that rape is never funny and it should never be joked about. But yet, in Hollyweird, it's such a funny thing until it happens to you. Then it's not funny no more. And I'm just going to say this. I feel like people who feel like it's okay to rape other people, maybe you need to be raped so that you can feel what it feels like to do to people what you've done to people. Maybe then you'll take it serious and not joke about it. That's the only context I would ever say a person deserved that. I would never call somebody and tell someone to rape another person. But I really hate how rape is so lightly joked about, like it's funny. It's not funny to people who have had to endure that. It's not funny at all. And it really disgusts me to hear Charlemagne cheer this stupid motherfucker on throughout this whole rant and then laugh about it. And then when he goes so deep into detail, now you want to pump the brakes and tell him to stop. It almost seemed like you enjoyed this, Charlemagne. And you wanted them trying to look pretty type, trying to look pretty, because you ain't. Trying to look pretty type of niggas. Like, I just, Charlemagne, you give down low energy. I'm going to just say it. You and Rafa definitely give down low energy. Y'all do. It's weird. And it's not weird that you're down low. It's weird how you're cheering him on again and him threatening to have a man raped.
Stick it in that nigga boot.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right. We gonna squash this out, Ray. Appreciate you calling.
Yeah, they definitely were laughing. That's not funny. Now, I could tell Angela Yee wasn't, but I heard Envy and Charlemagne laughing. That shit's not funny.
I don't give a fuck.
We gonna talk it.
And then listen to how much more angry he's getting after he says that. Like, he goes into detail about how Fab's gonna get raped. And then he proceeds to go higher and higher in this anger, rage fit, just like Diddy. Like on that video where Diddy is throwing shit all over the office and talking about, I gotta have it all. Nigga, get off the shit. Go check yourself into a rehab facility, because what the fuck? That ain't normal, and that's not cannabis. Weed and edibles don't make you angry or hyped up. Pills do. The cocaine, the snowblading, that does too. Certain injectables. But it's the hyping up, the escalation of low vibrational anger and rage. And then Charlemagne, again, in one breath you're saying, stop, Ray. But then, talk that shit, Ray. This nigga just threatened to have Fab raped, and you're encouraging it by telling him to talk that shit, which makes me feel like, Charlemagne, you probably have done this to a man before. I hate to say it, but I'm going to. I could see Charlemagne and Rayford in a room where a man's getting raped and cheerleading the rape. Because you cheerleading the shit during the phone call like this is something y'all done did before. And keep in mind, Rayford said you was one of his big homies and y'all go way back. Which means y'all know each other's secrets. I don't like this shit at all. It's weird.
I don't give a fuck.
We gonna talk about it, right?
See? The more Ray J's getting upset, the more he's doing the groupie cheerleading. Talk to him, Ray. What the fuck? I think I'm going to have to investigate Charlemagne now. I want to find out what was his involvement in the freak-offs. I'm going to find out if he was on that list. Because Charlemagne, you give like... Your energy is disturbing. I'll put it that way.
You amp that up, Charlemagne.
And see, Charlemagne sitting here saying, talk that shit. Talk to him, Ray. And immediately Angela Yee is like, do not hype that up. See, people kept talking shit about her when she left the Breakfast Club. Y'all do know that wasn't too long after this fucking phone call. It was more to it than just her feeling like she was being teamed up on. I think she knew some shit about both these motherfuckers, about Envy and Charlemagne. And she decided, I don't want to be associated with y'all. Bet money. I would be willing to bet that Charlemagne and Envy end up getting brought into the Diddy case. By way of Rayford. I have a feeling that when Rayford gets exposed, they're both going to get exposed too. I really do.
Envy, I love you. Let me be back to being I'm upset. Everybody, it's going down in here. I'm with the money team.
Nah, you sound like you are on drugs, sir. Number one. Number two, I'm hearing different personalities. I'm hearing different personifications of demons. You definitely got at least a couple of legions on you. Them demons are going to destroy you, Rayford. They're going to use you and then they're going to destroy you. Same way they are with Jaguar. This shit is not going to end well for you. At all. And your kids are going to see this shit. Now, let's remember what we just saw, okay? And again, this is from September 19th, 2011. Is that on the calendar? Hold up. Wow. This was 2 days before their satanic midnight host celebration where they do a blood ritual. Dismemberment and hands removed for hand of glory. You know what? More and more this shit is lining up.
You are not my friend. You're not my family. You have disrespected the gay community. You disrespected me by saying false stories. And I'm going to just tell the truth, bro. I've never seen a bigger homosexual than Suge Knight. He is an ass lover. And now Suge trying to say that me and Puffy are lovers, and that me and Puffy are lovers, bro. Really? That's how low you want to go, Suge? Me and Ray J and Puffy are lovers?
Pause. Is that the baby behind? Oh, that irritates my soul. Ancestors, please heal that baby girl, because she's the oldest. She done seen and heard way too much. Just like when when Princess alleged that Ray J put hands on her in front of the kids, and when the police were on the way, Rayford was grooming baby girl, telling her, now what did you see? You didn't see daddy hit mommy. Your daughter is sitting on the couch and you're having this conversation. Are you fucking nuts? In front of your child? I literally didn't see that until now. Because I watched this shit on my phone. I didn't know the baby was there. This is what I mean, sir. Your children, I'm going to pray for your kids. Like, for real. Them kids got so much emotional damage, and that's so sad because they're so young. They're toddlers. That baby ain't gonna never know what a good man is. And unless she gets into therapy and is allowed to be around a man who's not like you, she's gonna pick men just like you. That is, my God, the fucking kids in the goddamn background. Like, bro, what the fuck? Right. Thank you. It's definitely giving 2C energy. And rolling and fucking snowblading. Jacqueline Brown, it was said that Charlamagne and DJ Envy had a thing going on when Angela was on there and they double teamed her. That's what a lot of people have been saying about them. And that allegedly the real reason she left is because she was going to expose their alleged relationship. And I feel like Angela Yee been doing a lot better since she been on her own. That's usually how it goes. But this is fucked up. It's real fucked up that you're having this disgusting conversation in front of your daughter, you stupid motherfucker. Ain't no goddamn way. When we were kids, if my parents, we was raised in church, so they didn't cuss or do any of this shit. But if they were having an adult conversation that wasn't for kids' ears, guess where we had to go? To our room or in the basement. We were not allowed to be around grown folks' conversations. So why the fuck are you having this conversation online and you're on multiple platforms? Like you're multi-streaming, you're probably on Twitch, which I just realized I forgot to include Twitch in tonight. Because I see your Instagram, it looks like Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Snapchat. Yeah, you multi-streaming. While your daughter is sitting right behind you. Why is she there in the room with you? Why? She gonna probably walk up to Princess and be like, Mommy, what's a cunt? The fuck? Stupid as hell.
Bro, that's one of dead homies. Bro, Ray J and Puffy are lovers, bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's what Suge trying to say. Now, anyway, Suge's...
Oh, now they must have edited this and then, you know, took the baby off the couch. Yeah, I would hope you would with another grown-ass man sitting there, you dumb motherfucker. But you still had the baby in the fucking room. You don't even deserve custody of them kids. I swear to God, I hope to God Princess gets full custody and you only have like supervised visitation. Them kids don't need to be around you alone ever.
Disappointing me. It let me know that Suge's a complete cunt. I never thought that I would publicly say that Suge's a cunt because I've always had Suge's back, and I don't mean ass.
Pause. I've always had Suge's back. So are we to understand that maybe Suge was another one of your big homies that raped men? I'm just saying.
Unbelievable, Suge. Like, for you to showcase how dirty and dark you are, and I've been supporting you even through the dark times, and now you want to...
I've been supporting you even through the dark times. What dark times? And again, why haven't you denied what he said?
Like, disrespect the agency and say that I'm doing gay shit when you know I'm not, and if you're not, the gay...
How, see, the gaslighting. And Suge, you're disrespecting the agency? How, Sway? How? The name is disrespectful. Gagency is disrespectful, sir. Especially to the LGBTQIA community. Ain't nobody fucking with that.
Agency mad because they like, damn, he's saying you doing gay shit, bro. And if you are, and I didn't tell the agency, bro, they gonna take me, bro. If I tell my gay friends that I've been gay and I ain't gay and I lied to them, bro, you know what's gonna happen to me? Bro, it ain't gonna look good, bro. So you got my whole agency team questioning like what I'm doing, bro. You know what's up. You know you the one. Suge. Suge. Okay. Remember. All right. I'm only gonna say this because I don't want to talk. I don't want to say too much. The agency. Yeah. I don't know if y'all remember when I entered into the news game last year, but now I'm an official affiliate for multiple news networks. I have my own news show. It's called The Reality Check. Me and Amber Rose just closed a new big deal with a multimedia news firm, so we'll be the new anchors of some mainstream shit happening, right? But if you remember, I said asses are being taken. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. I said that on the national news. That shit went viral. And guess what? Niggas thought I was talking about Diddy. That's why I got into it with his sons, because they come pressing me. I'm like, bro, mind y'all business. Y'all don't even know who I'm talking about. Nigga, I'm talking about Suge, bro. I'm talking about Suge taking niggas, not Diddy. Suge is a big ass raper taker for men, bro.
Pause. How do you know that? And then what's this bullshit about your agency talking about, you know, they'll take me. What do you mean take you? Do you mean take you sexually, or like you're gonna get taken like Liam Neeson? What does that mean, Rafa? If people out here saying I'm doing gay shit or that I'm gay and I'm not, you just sound ignorant as fuck. Like, and again, the whole name Gagency just it speaks of your ignorance. And what I don't understand is if you really do have members of the LGBTQI community working under said agency, why the fuck haven't they told you that they find that disrespectful? I mean, are you paying them that well? Or do they just look at you like you're a dumbass, like the rest of us do? Because again, how do you know Suge is a raper unless you've witnessed him rape people and or participated? How do you know? Mr. I supported you through the dark times. One of my big homies. Again, why are your big homies and your friends rapists? It's weird.
I mean, a real taker. And he can't deny this, bro. We used to go to the store and get that nigga like 25 sticks of like butter, parquet butter, the sticks. He used to take them back.
Pause. Who's we? We used to go to the store and get 25 sticks of butter. Wouldn't that make you an accomplice to rape? I mean, family, let me check the comments because I know I'm sharing screen. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Or is it just me? In my funky tiny voice, is it me? Or does this nigga sound like he participated in aiding and abetting men being raped? You already threatened Fab. Now here you are admitting that you went to the store to get butter for this man to rape other men. What the fuck? And then why were men using butter? Like, y'all making our whole entire race look stupid. This is a public nigga moment. as Riley Freeman would say off of the Boondocks. He said, a private nigga moment shames you. A public nigga moment shames the whole race. Y'all are making our ancestors piss the fuck off with this fuckery. Because they for damn sure didn't know slave died for this shit. Not damn one of our ancestors that got lynched and hung and burnt and tarred died for this bullshit. Y'all ought to be, Rayford, you should really be ashamed of yourself. And I feel I'm going to pray for your kids for real, for real. Because Lord knows ain't no telling what them babies been saying. Because if you saying this shit, imagine what you've done that they've had to witness. Jacqueline Brown said, they came at Kwame Brown and he went back at them and we spotted 2 male dolls on the show in inappropriate moves. I'm not sure what that means. What do you mean? 2 males? I'm not sure what that means. But this shit is just weird, bro. Why would you go to the store to get sticks of butter, 25 sticks of butter for Suge? Like, this is just disgusting. What the fuck?
And he used to shove them up niggas' ass and fuck them, bro. And females. It was crazy, bro.
Why is he not locked up yet? Why is Rayford still free, police? Hand itching. Thank you, receive it. You just admitted to being an accomplice to rape. You went to the store to get 25 sticks of butter for Suge to stick the sticks of butters up somebody's ass. Let's be honest. Butter melts upon contact. Those sticks of butter would have to be frozen solid because a refrigerated stick of butter, I'm a pastry chef. When it comes in contact with your skin, it melts. Ain't no fucking way you could ram a stick of butter up somebody's ass without the butter smashing. Like, it's just, this is stupid. And why are you telling this shit? It makes you look bad. This is like the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, you're incriminating yourself, sir. Suge's already locked up. Suge gonna live the rest of his life in jail, just like Diddy. I think your ass need to be there too, Rayford.
I can't even believe that I said that. But since you trying to darken my name, Suge, and trying to say some gay shit about me when you.
That's gay as fuck, Ray. You look stupid as hell, by the way, on this pause, and I see Baphomet all over your third eye. Sir, that makes you look bad. To admitting to going and purchasing butter for this man to use to allegedly rape people. What the fuck? Why did you think this was a flex, sir? This the reason why your ass is leaving the goddamn country. Because you stupid. Man, I can't even believe I just said that. So I'm a snitch on Suge while dry snitching on myself. You and Diddy, again, y'all some of the dumbest villains ever. Stupid as hell. And the comments are bothering me. The people that are laughing about this. Sometimes he reminds me of Orlando. This man is always funny without even trying to. How the fuck is admitting to being accomplice to rape funny? It ain't. And you a bitch, and you a stupid bitch for laughing at that. I love Ray J and I believe him. I'm sorry, he definitely telling a lot without saying much, but he's giving everything. These people laughing at this is weird. One person saying Ray J is rainbow. He's not. I would say that with that damn flamboyant ass silk ass shirt. I believe Suge. I believe both of them. Kai got everybody streaming now. 25 6 of parquet. This is not funny. This is the one. He defending Diddy so much. Tell us what you know about Auntie Whitney. Thank you. I love how it's got 777 likes on that shit. Why the fuck are you defending Diddy and then you're admitting to purchasing sticks of butter for Suge to rape people? What the fuck, sir? Meanwhile, you also threatened for Fab to be raped. Why? It's fucking weird as shit, bro. It's weird.
You know, I got a lot of gay friends, and you know, the gay community supports me. So, you know, like, I'm bulletproof unless my dick been in that hole. And it.
Sir, I got a lot of gay friends, so I'm bulletproof unless my dick's been in that hole. Well, allegedly, your dick has been in holes. Allegedly. A lot of motherfuckers said you been fucking dudes. And that you been grabbing them mankos. Being a good old power bottom. Especially for Diddy, allegedly. So I don't believe you was just the cuckold like Jonathan Hayes said for Jay-Z. I believe you was the cuckold for both them niggas. I'm going to be honest. I also believe you, Diddy, and Jay-Z had threesomes, allegedly. Beyonce was just a prop. So y'all could say it wasn't gay. It's okay if you're bi, Rayford. It really is. I'm bi. Living your truth, sir. But if you're a rapist, your ass needs to be in jail. Okay? That's where the fuck you need to be. So that you don't be buying butter for no other motherfuckers to rape men and women. This, in my opinion, is an admission of guilt. Prosecutors, where y'all at? Why is this nigga not locked up? And sir, leaving the country, you can be extradited right back to the States if they find out that you're guilty. I guarantee you people are going to start coming forward about Rayford before the end of 2025. I guarantee it. We about to hear people coming forward accusing his ass right along with Diddy. Because that's what I'm intuitively feeling, sir. You all of y'all running don't mean shit. You can't hide from God. You can run your bitch ass to Ghana, Timbuktu, the Bermuda Triangle. Trust me when I say the uncovering that the Most High is doing, none of you will escape. You're going to be held accountable. And furthermore, why the fuck haven't they reopened the investigation about Whitney? When you were the last person in her room and your clothes was in that motherfucker. You and Brandy going to jail, sir. But you gonna go first. It's disgusting. There's a comment here that says, with your daughter in the room is crazy. Let's be for real. Some conversations shouldn't be had around kids. That had 1,472 likes. Exactly. The fuck? Here's another comment. So nobody in that room or live stream said anything about that child being there to witness this adult conversation. Like, damn, certain talks kids should not be allowed to hear. Exactly. Exactly. That's the most disturbing shit. This is why I believe all the allegations about the RICO and all of the minors being at the Diddy parties. Not to mention, like I said, the white party I showed y'all, what was it, last week? Where Diddy's on there encouraging the kids to come back when they're adults. The fuck? Meanwhile, nobody knows where the fuck Ava Baroni is at. You know, Diddy's alleged white adopted daughter. The twins' is best friend. Ain't nobody know where the fuck she at. Where's she at? Where'd she go? Why she disappeared? Was she sacrificed? Is she being trafficked? Because that's the rumor. The rumor is allegedly Ava is being trafficked. All these elite know each other's dirt. Everybody's either being silent or trying to throw each other under the bus, and it's not gonna work.
If it was, then I'd be celebrated even more, because now I'm like one of the flyest, gayest niggas out, but I can't take that credit.
Why you can't take the credit when you dress like a flamboyantly gay motherfucker? I'm just saying, see, this need to deny when it's written all over your face that you look like you like dick. Again, if let's be honest, I don't find Rayford attractive. But if I were looking at Ray J as a single man, I would not think he was heterosexual. Not at all. His demeanor, the way he talks, his energy, the way he dresses, This is actually giving, see, at least Little Richard lived in his truth. Even during a time when it was so hard for gay people to live out loud, Little Richard lived in his truth. Why are you sitting up here looking like Elton John meets Little Richard? Elton John also lived in his truth. Why are you so afraid to live in your truth? You're like the most talking about gay shit alleged heterosexual man I've ever seen. You constantly talking about gay shit. You constantly talking about niggas fucking or ass and booty holes. You talking about people being raped. Why are you preoccupied? Why is your mind on that shit, Rafa? Why the fuck ain't your mind on Raycon Global? Oh, because you lost that business. Why aren't you rebuilding your brands? You're trying to stream like the young kids do, and you look like somebody old ass, gay ass uncle that you can't let the baby sit on his lap because he might do something. That's the energy you giving, sir. And you cannot tell me that as you looked into the screen on your laptop that you didn't see your daughter sitting behind you on that goddamn couch. You can't tell me you ain't see that baby was sitting right there. Where the fuck was Princess? And why was she in there? Let me tell you something. All these kids are about to expose all you motherfuckers as they get older, especially Blue. Oh, Blue's definitely going to expose Jay-Z and Beyonce when she turns 18. So is North. All of these children that y'all done had have witnessed the true colors of who y'all really are, especially yo ass. In that same baby who you had allowed to sit there, sat there crying on social media as you was trying to coach her into saying to the cops that daddy didn't put his hands on mommy. Them kids need to be taken from you. I'm so serious. Them kids need to be taken from. They're not safe with you. They're not. And it's sad. It is. It is so sad. Like, because children should be allowed to be children. Children should be, not exposed to disgusting ass shit like this. And again, they're going to grow up and they're going to see all of this. How are you going to explain that to them? Or are you going to pull a Jay-Z move trying to get people to feel sorry for your ass? Like Jay-Z, and now I have to explain to my kids why this woman accused me of raping her when she was 13. Sir. If you committed the act, take accountability for it. And tell your kids the truth. Rafer, you're not going to be able to deny this shit. Unless you get on site to take this down, you're not going to be able to deny this shit. When your babies grow up and see this and wonder why the fuck they daddy was purchasing butter to help a grown-ass man rape other people. It's fucked up.
I can't do that, bro. And you trying to throw gay shit on me like it's bad to be gay when you know that my dick's only going in pussy holes, bro.
How would he know that unless he's there when you fucking? And then talking about it, you putting gay shit on me. Sir, you look gay as fuck. So if you're going to project that energy, then you have to take accountability for people to assume that about you. If you're going to project that you like to threaten grown-ass men with being raped, when you said out of your mouth on this very video, and I know I can call niggas right now that like niggas out of rape. What the fuck? Who the hell is friends with rapists and brags about it? Other rapists? Niggas that enjoy watching that shit? You be surprised how that is some people's fetish. Now, it's one thing to do in the BDSM world what's called a rape scene, if you've been raped, to replay the traumatic event, but from a place of power where you're in control. and you relive it to try to help you heal, that's something totally different. And you really can only do that with somebody who you fully trust. And for some people, it backfires because the trauma, the PTSD, it triggers that. Rayford, you wouldn't even be able to try to justify to say that that's the shit you doing now. No, you sitting up here bragging. You're throwing dirt on Suge while exposing yourself. And Suge probably sitting up in prison looking like, yeah, I got that nigga. He's stupid as fuck. Because you confessed. These are my confessions looking ass. It's real fucking weird, Ray J. And I can't wait for them to lock your ass up and jail you.
Oh, it's crazy, bro. But we know what hoes you like. Every hoe. You was fucking bitches in the ass, niggas in the ass, bitches.
Pause, Rayford. You publicly admitted to Nicki Minaj that you like to fuck bitches in the ass. You also admitted to Nicki Minaj that you like a finger in your ass when you getting hit. And again, the male prostate is located in the ass. That's y'all clit. So ain't nothing wrong with that. But stop trying to look down on Suge for the same shit you've been accused of doing.
In the ear, the nose, everything, bro. Like, forget being gay, you was like nose. You was like ear, nigga. I don't know what that's called. Fucking people in the ear? What sexuality is that? Ear sexual? Ears? A motherfucking nose, a nososexual?
She's aware.
Cause that's what it is. Cause niggas is giving niggas titles just cause they doing ass play. That's the play they chose. Shout out to Tarad and shout out to Dumpin' D. Them niggas is doing ass play every day and having a good time. I can't be there though. Not because it's funky in there. Not because it's a funky room. Just because I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how funky the room get with niggas getting rammed in.
I'm pretty sure you do know how funky the room is getting when niggas getting rammed when you just went into detail about you going to purchase butter to help Suge rape people. It's stupid.
They ass with a cucumber. I hate when niggas send these gay comments to my shit acting like it's gonna make me mad because you calling me gay. Nigga, I gotta...
Clearly it made you mad that they called you gay, sir. And a hit dog is most definitely hollering. For sure. It's the damn hypocrisy for me. I can't fucking stand this shit. He's such a damn dumbass. Stupid as hell. Jacqueline Brown said, we assumed that it was supposed to be Charlemagne and DJ Envy. As a matter of fact, one was Charlemagne's color and the other was DJ Color, and we thought it was saying something deep. Oh, okay. I was not understanding your comment because you said he went back at them and we spotted 2 male dolls on the show. Oh, so okay, I get it. So they had, you saying Charlemagne and Envy had dolls on their show doing inappropriate sexual acts? That's weird. And Brandy never did want to say what that letter said that Whitney Houston gave to her when they were sitting with Clive Davis. Right. And I always wondered if that letter said, I know your brother is gay. Speculation. What if the reason Whitney was sacrificed is because she was getting ready to expose an alleged gay relationship between Rayford, Diddy, and Clive Davis and Jay-Z? Because that's the rumor that been going around for a minute, that all of them been involved allegedly together. Because Brandy took one look at that shit and was like, oh shit. And then next thing you know, Whitney was out of there. And the last person that emerged from her room was Rayford, where his clothes were found, which means he was sleeping there with her. Just interesting how that goes. Cody, if anyone in the fam who wants to support Dee and all her hard work, don't forget, thank you, my love, to donate to her cash tax. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, it's pinned in the chat on YouTube, and it's also in the chat on here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, because these people, let me tell you something. Let me speak on this real quick. These wicked elite, y'all do realize that God's about to wipe the earth of all of this. That the true chosen are going to inherit the earth. The pyramid is flipping. The last shall be first, the first shall be last. The elite at the top are falling. Babylon is falling. London Bridge is falling down. I've been saying that since last year. I told y'all at the end of 2024, God was about to expose a lot of shit this year. Especially in these elite industries. Whether it's music, Hollywood, government. They're all getting exposed. And it is the Most High God doing the exposing. Ray J, you are going to regret doing this shit on fucking social media. Because this shit right here is what's going to get your ass locked up in jail. You're going to be sitting there. You might not be in MDC with Diddy. Or they might let you in there. And if they do, y'all probably will have a good bottom bussy time. Where you can be free in jail. Because like all you niggas say, well, it don't count in jail. It counts if you stick your dick in another nigga's ass. It counts if you let him stick his dick in your ass. It counts if you suck his dick or let him suck yours. Just because it's jail don't mean it don't count. So Rayford, you might do well in jail. That might be the place for you because you seem to love raping men, so maybe that's where the fuck your ass need to be. Dion, good to see you, my love. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. After I get done with this, I'm going to start the PIZZAGATE video. And again, family, that is on Rumble. So y'all have to log in on Rumble to watch that. Make sure you definitely catch the replay, though, when you get a chance.
A lot of gay friends. When they see the gay comments come in, do they get excited? Probably. Do I get excited? No, I chuckle. But if you ever disrespect...
Bruh, you didn't chuckle. If you chuckle, what is with this rant? If it was no big deal. Like when certain times when like y'all remember when old Musty came in the live a couple nights ago? I didn't get mad. I laughed that shit off because it ain't no big deal. You trolling me, I'm not trolling you. That means you watching my ass. Which means I have all your energy and your attention and your power. So I laugh at that shit. On the other hand, he's getting mad. Because he's making rounds on every, what is it, neighborhood talk, the shade room. You're everywhere going off about Suge, saying that you and Diddy are lovers. And here's the thing, Rayford. Why are you so mad at Suge when so many people in the industry have been saying that about you and Diddy way before Diddy was arrested? Let's be very clear, sir. Because I remember hearing that rumor about y'all before I ever even had a YouTube channel. Like, I heard that shit about y'all at least 5 or 6 years ago. Secret lovers. Yeah. That's what you are. People been saying that shit. Just like people been saying about Diddy and fucking Clive. And Diddy and Jay-Z. Everybody ain't lying. Now, there be motherfuckers out here that be lying, but because this whole get up, sir, this whole look, says I'm just screaming to come out. And baby, come on out that closet. You cannot come to the rainbow picnic though. We don't allow predators and rapists. Nor do we allow people who are friends with predators and rapists. And we for damn sure don't allow men who threaten to have other grown ass men raped. You're not invited. But I do want to encourage you to come out the closet. I mean, because you pretty much, the closet you in is very transparent, sir. Very. Ain't no female gonna take you serious for being heterosexual. She probably will deal with you if she think you got money, because, you know, stupid hoes, the gold diggers, they be with niggas for money. They don't give a fuck about you. Think about it, most rappers, the women that get with them are gold diggers. They don't give a fuck about the man, actually who the fuck he is. You think Princess married him because she loved him? No, Princess married into the money. That's why low-key sometimes I didn't even feel sorry for Prince, because you knew what you signed up for. You knew this motherfucker was crazy when you married him. You knew he was allegedly down low when you married him. You knew he was a whore when you married him. That's why me personally, I'll be single for the rest of my life before I marry a nigga who I know is a whole entire whore. Because if you want to be a hoe, go be a hoe. But be single, being a hoe. I'm not finna marry you and lay up and have 2 kids by your ass for you to publicly embarrass me. You know how many times he has publicly embarrassed his own wife? Because he don't like her. Like on fucking Friday with Craig and goddamn Day Day. Not Day Day. Craig and Smokey. He got a girlfriend, but he don't like her. He got a wife, but he don't like her. You know why? Because he allegedly likes pussy. And again, live in your truth, sir. I think the world would have a whole lot more respect for you, Rayford, if you would just live in your truth than to keep lying when we can clearly see what the fuck you are. Fuck out of here.
Respect me in front of my gay friends. I can't help you, bro. Them niggas will take you, bro. Like Suge took niggas. Should like yo, and I'm
pause. Here we go again. You're admitting again that your gay friends will take. Cause my gay friends will take you. Why do you have gay friends that are rapists? Why do you have takers as friends? It's real weird. That shit is weird as fuck, bro.
Say this one thing and I'ma stop, right? And then I want y'all to clip this. Suge used to take niggas, right? I used to go upstairs. Like, I don't know if you saw.
Pause. Suge used to take niggas. I used to go upstairs. That means you was in the house, sir. That means you were present. I just said that. Now, again, I never like slowed this down to analyze it when I first, because when I first seen it, I kind of watched it, but not all the way. I would go upstairs. Sounds like you were living in a house with Suge. Why were you living in a house with Suge? Why were you in a house with Suge? What year did this happen? See, if I was a detective, which I damn sure should be, I would bring you in for questioning. What was the year, date, and time that you were in the house with Suge Knight? Who was there? What are their names? What took place? Were there any security cameras? And if you knew that people were being sexually abused, why didn't you call the police and get them help? Why did you go to the store and purchase butter for him to rape people? How many times have you done that? How many people has he raped? And how many people did you help to rescue? And if you didn't rescue them, did you participate? Because again, the shit he about to say definitely is giving witnessed the shit. And you just said you would go upstairs. So either you was staying with Suge, or you was kicking it with this nigga, or y'all was fucking. Why, let me just for one moment. On this video, you said, man, I was with Puff last night. Why are you staying the night with niggas if you like women so much? Why did you beg Kai Sanat to come to his sleepover? Were you trying to prey on Kai? And talking about showers? That's hella homies over hoes frequency, sir. So you stay the night with Diddy. You admitted it on this video. And again, this is from 2011, where you threatened on the Breakfast Club for Fab to get raped. by your homies. And I can call up my big homies right now, and I know they like niggas and they'll rape. What the fuck? At the beginning of this video, you referred to Suge as your big homie. I feel like on this video, he was talking about Suge. That's my opinion. Allegedly.
Pulp Fiction. But when Ving Rhames, they tied the nigga up, they had the ball in the nigga mouth, they had him in the chair, and then the nigga came down, right? That's the kind of shit Suge did to niggas.
How do you know that, Rayford? How do you know that Suge had men tied up with ball gags to rape them? Now, let me tell y'all something. Again, I told you I explored the whole swinging and BDSM shit. Ball gags are fun when you're doing kink play. Kink play. The word play means you're playing together, doing kinky shit, and you have a safety word to stop if it starts to go too far. So for a man to tie another man up and put a ball gag in their mouth for the sole purpose of going beyond sadism to go into a straight sadistic demonic frequency, you got the ball gag so you don't have to hear him scream as you rape him. And again, Rayford, the only way you could know that is if you witnessed it. Because remember what you just said, I would go upstairs. Why are you going anywhere near that type of activity? Why are you in the fucking household when the activity's going on? How far did your participation observation go? I just don't understand how this isn't enough to have him arrested. I hope Suge snitches on you and gets you locked up. I really do.
And it's crazy because Suge had this other thing. It's called handlebars. He used to strap it onto the nigga, and then they got the handlebars like you riding on the bike.
How do you know this? Suge had a thing called handlebars. So you're saying Suge was basically Debo. He was Deboing dudes in the ass. So he would strap handlebars onto a dude and then lock. What the fuck? Again, you are exposing yourself, sir. Why were you there? Like, why, Rayford? This is so disturbing. And the more I hear him talk, the more I feel his children are in danger. I'm going to be honest. I do. I'm going to pray for both them babies. I pray to God that Princess gets full custody. I pray to God you ain't never left alone with them kids. Because ain't no telling what they will witness and or be involved in. My God.
Think about it. Like a waist trainer and then the handlebars on the side. Then he used to grab the handlebars and then take the niggas, bro.
How do you know that, Rayford? That's very detailed. That's just as detailed as Jaguar Jaguar threatening Nikki and her kids. Again, how do these motherfuckers in the industry know all of this shit if you didn't fucking participate? And then you up here talking about Free Diddy? Constantly defending this motherfucker? Who's literally been accused of doing the same shit you are in detail describing about Suge. Ain't no fucking way you heard that shit from somebody else. You witnessed this shit to be able to tell this deep ass story. You had to have witnessed it. Literally, there's no other logical explanation. You just said you went upstairs. You just detailed how they had a waist trainer with handlebars on the side, which that's diabolical and disgusting that somebody even created some shit like that. Again, I can see for kink where it's fun. But to tie up a man and put that, come on, man, the fuck.
Like, we'll be right back. More Suge Knight. You are not my friend. You're not my family. You have disrespected the gay community. You disrespected me by saying false stories, and I'ma just tell the truth, bro. I've never seen a bigger homosexual than Suge Knight. He is an ass lover. And now Suge.
So this must be the beginning, yeah, because it's the beginning where the baby's in the back. She done got big too. I didn't realize she was that tall, and like she's gotten older. This is sad. It's sad. It's sad that you started the video with your daughter there, and then you called yourself snitching on Suge, but you really did snitch on yourself. You really did. Quite honestly, you did. Now, I'm going to play this, and then after this, I will stop the stream to YouTube so that we can do the beginning of the Pizzagate. The reason I wanted y'all to see these videos first is so you can understand why I believe all these people, Jay-Z, Jaguar, Diddy, and obviously Rayford, are allegedly tied to the whole Pizzagate shit. And again, it's real weird that Rayford started that conversation with your fucking daughter sitting behind you. You a piece of shit for that. And I swear to God, I hope they take that baby from you. I really do. Now, this was posted 2 years ago. Again, trigger warning. It's about to be some shit you gonna hear that's disturbing. But this basically debunks. I don't really care about the long ass intro. This debunks Jaguar's claim to be a freedom fighter and advocate for survivors of sexual abuse. That is the purpose in me sharing this once again, because you know she took her ass up there to the courthouse on the first day of the trial on May 12th for a PR moment, but yet you know you want the world to believe you're this advocate for survivors of sexual abuse. You want the world to believe that you are a freedom fighter or defender of freedom, whatever, and yet Tammy Wallace told everybody how you became abusive to her. I have to say allegedly, but she did it because she didn't want to do part 3 with you on the Jaguar Rights show. And she came to you as a survivor of sexual abuse, wanting a safe place and a safe platform to tell her truth, not coming to you to be on your show for you to shit on her and then lie on her and say she got kidnapped when you knew good and damn well she just didn't want to fuck with your ass no more. This is also why I'm starting Forever Freedom, and that's also why even with her, I invited her to my platform. Look, over here, it really is a safe space. We're like, ain't nobody finna be tripping because, oh, you don't want to come back to the channel. In fact, the only thing I do call out is when like subscribers be on some two-faced shit. Outside of that, if a actual survivor of sexual abuse wanted to come on my platform and tell their story, they could. Y'all heard Cody tell his story. You guys remember when Jaguar would come on my panel and speak on her past experience. My channel's always been a safe place. How do you have a cruelty-free LLC, but you're cruel to the very first guest on your show? Make that make sense, Jaguar, because it fucking don't. Just like all these voicemails and all the threats. If the people that are supporting cruelty-free artistry heard these voicemails, ain't no fucking way they be supporting that bullshit. Let's just be honest. Dion, Ray J has no... Thank you. He sure don't. At all. That's why his dumb ass is trying to leave the fucking country. Stupid motherfucker. Suge went to prison back in 96, which means Ray J was 15 or 16, and that is even more disturbing. That he was an actual, you know, teenager making runs to the store to pick up butter and witnessing this shit. It also makes me wonder, Rayford, where was your parents? Where was mom and dad? Like, we have to start asking those questions about these people that keep saying what they've been through. Where the fuck was y'all's parents? Just like with Usher. Why the fuck was Usher given And in my opinion, trafficked and sold allegedly to Diddy. Because how do you give your 10-year-old son to a 21-year-old man and give that 21-year-old man parental rights and custody of your child? And then years later, that same man's bragging during the Dirty Money party about how they used to wake up and fight over Frosted Flakes when he was 10 and he was 21. Fuck out of here. Should no 21-year-old be sleeping with no 10-year-old little boy? Nasty motherfucker. So either something happened to him as a child, or he's repeating conversation had by those who were actually there. Ms. Williams, I'm going to be honest with you. My intuition tells me he was there. He gave way too many details by saying how he purchased the butter, he went upstairs, he witnessed this, he witnessed that. He definitely witnessed a lot of shit that he shouldn't have. But he was also a willing participant. Cody, exactly. 100% safe place for survivors. Eventually, I will share with you all my experiences in the Army and facts about military sexual trauma. Exactly. Because Cody, again, is trans, which means that Cody lived as a female. And the horror stories about his experience are just outrageous. Like, it's disgusting. I keep telling y'all, all this shit with these cover-ups of these sexual predators and sexual abusers and elite predators, it's everywhere. It's not just Hollywood. It's not just music. It is military. It is government. It is education. It's religion, especially religion. Religion is the worst place for predators to hide. Especially the fucking Catholic Church. And not just the Catholic churches, the ones I come from. Apostolic Pentecostal, all the goddamn pastors sitting up there are fucking pedophiles and rapists, and everybody want to cry behind closed doors, and you want to talk behind closed doors, but you don't want to expose the motherfucker or get them locked up. And then you talk shit about people like me that try to get help. Again, why are sexual predators being defended and covered up for? Because perverts of a feather flock together. So why would they hold one accountable if the same ones are doing the same shit? Anyway, trigger warning before I replay this. Because I know that in the past I've played this, and I know that some people have seen it, but a lot of people haven't. So, give me 1 second. So yeah, this is the video, voicemail recordings of Jaguar sending threats to her ex-husband Goomba when he moved on with this Nikki lady. Now, according to Jaguar, she says he cheated on her with Nikki. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Goomba's a piece of shit. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Goomba's just as fucked up as Jaguar, in my opinion. But Jaguar, you went way too fucking far threatening this woman and her kids. And it is important to me to show this before the PIZZAGATE documentary because it's all relative and relevant. Again, it's the same predators, the same abusers claiming to be advocates. You can't be an advocate for survivors of sexual abuse, and you can't call yourself a defender of freedom when it was just, what was it, 2 years ago that you was threatening your ex's girlfriend and her children to be raped and killed. See, I never believed it. When I used to moderate for you and I supported your channel, when you would say the trolls were lying on you and they were making up that you were threatening, you know, a lot of people would say, oh, she's been threatening survivors of sexual abuse. She's been threatening. I never believed that shit until now. When this was emailed to me a couple of months ago. Matter of fact, this was emailed to me, I believe, not too long after the humiliation ritual shit you did on February 9th. And usually I wouldn't, you know, pay attention to the emails that people sent. But this particular one, something told me to click on it. And I said, oh, wow. So you have to imagine my own disappointment. It's not about what the other troll content creator. How did you not know? No, it ain't about how did I not know. At the end of the day, this information was never shared with me until after she did what she did. Because trust and believe, if I would have heard this shit when we were still aligned, I would have called her out publicly and I would have cut her ass smooth the fuck off. Jag knew I was pulling away from her. She knew that. That's also why she did that bullshit on February 9th. And she was jealous because a lot of her subscribers had come to my channel and stayed. And a lot of them were donating to my channel and booking, you know, the psychic readings with me. That's why that's the thing she went after. Jealousy. When all I did was support you. I will never support you ever again after listening to this shit. Because this is the real you. Not this fake persona you keep trying to put out on YouTube and then talking about you want to be a minister. Bitch, bye. I don't know under what type of God, because the Most High God ain't with this bullshit. And this is the real you. You know how I know this is the real you? Because you did the same thing to O'Deezy. Oh, Musty. Oh, Craig Robinson looking ass. Odell. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see your 12-hour live because I wasn't watching your channel, but my subscribers told me about the 12-hour live you did, where you drug him for filth and you brought up his kids and his nieces and nephews. Why you always bring up people's kids? Is it because your son don't like you? Because Sam don't like you? So you project that on everybody else? It's just real weird. And it's even more weird that old Musty, they allegedly, everybody say he the one that took down that video and he's still fucking with you. Well, that's because of the LLC and the money. But when I said that the year of 2025 was the year of uncovering, I saw you being a part of that. For all the dumbass CCs that want to say, if she's psychic, baby, you don't know what the fuck I've seen. And a lot of y'all that then said even that shit about me, you don't even want to know what I've seen coming for you. And I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to just sit back and watch. A lot of y'all need to get y'all life insurance policies together. I'll say that because I've seen a whole lot of funerals and a whole lot of coffins. So while you talking about me, you might want to prepare. Because it's going to be some slow singing and flower bringing while y'all talking shit. And this shit here, every single person that supports your LLC needs to hear this shit.
Listen to me, you fucking coward of a husband. I'm gonna say this to you for the last time. You need to call me immediately. You are now persona non grata globally. You are feared because you're an idiot and know too much. You're gonna get that unfortunate bitch and her fucked up kids killed.
Now,
Fucking call me.
I don't know why it went to full screen. It just dawned on me. She's leaving this voicemail around children. Just like Rayford was just having that disgusting conversation in front of his daughter, Melody. Because I'm just realizing I'm hearing all these kids in the back. Where the fuck was she at? You're around children having this conversation, leaving the voicemail, and then calling her fucked up kids unfortunate. I 1000% believe everything Sam said during the Trash UK interview about your ass. Prayers up for Sam. My prayer for Sam is that he doesn't become anything like you. Like, for real. Because unfortunately, a lot of times when children witness the parents being fucked up, they do become like them. I pray that he never becomes anything like you. I swear to God I do.
Because you're an idiot and know too much. You're gonna get that unfortunate bitch and her fucked up kids killed.
The unfortunate bitch and her fucked up kids killed. How, Sway? How? Now, you being an insecure, unhealed female, of course you would call her a bitch. But the kids? What do the kid? I mean, for real, the nigga left you. You said he was gay. You said he was abusive. We all saw him strike you on the live where you became demonically possessed and Solar was trying to get you to calm down. If a nigga puts his hands on me, it's a wrap and his ass is going to jail. But guess what happened? They took your ass to jail. Because you wouldn't calm down. And because on live, you threatened to kill him. While being under demonic possession. Actual demonic possession. It's just, you know. So when you talk and you start talking off the wall and you start talking crazy, I'm already knowing that's one of the Legion demons personifying and speaking through her. Several different demons spoke through you during all these voicemails. Not AI'd, this is you. You're gonna get your kid, that unfortunate bitch and her fucked up kids killed. Fucking call me back, bitch. What the fuck? That was definitely a demon speaking through you, hollering before you hung up. Why are you always threatening niggas to call you back? And like the video the one chick put up, the cute one that you was in the picture with, I forget her fucking name. But the video where I thought you were talking about Odeezy, and they said no, that was her ex before him. Where you were online threatening him too and talking about how you were going to expose that y'all were broken up and that you thought you were pregnant. Didn't you just tell Odell that? I mean, I believe I heard that. On the 12-hour, the snippet that the Jay Curry guy screen recorded where you know, was insinuating that you might be pregnant. Then later on your own live, you were in like the live where you were damn threatening Maggie, you know, praying to Jesus for Maggie's channel to 2,000 people to strike her. Jaguar, do you really believe that these behaviors are normal? Because if you do, I want to highly suggest for you to be evaluated for psychosis. Because again, under BetterHelp.com, it shows you what psychosis means. That's a person who's lost touch with reality and lives under strong delusions. Why do you constantly try to manipulate men after they discard you, after you keep acting a fool? Goomba's a piece of shit for putting his hands on you. Straight up. If a man can't control his temper, walk the fuck away. Don't fucking strike. And it was your wife at the time, Goomba. That was still fucked up. Even if she came up there and was on some bullshit, unless she hit you first. Now, if she hit you first, then it's self-defense. I can understand that because I didn't have a bitch put her hands on me and I hit her back in self-defense because she hit me first. But at the end of the day, all of this, you threatening, and apparently I'm just looking at the comment on the screen. Goomba heads future wife. Oh, this must be the girlfriend. You know, I will say this. Why do side bitches always automatically assume that they're going to be the wife? You a side bitch for a reason. Just saying. Like, that type of shit to me is real petty. But to put on here, and yes, we changing numbers now on the phone with T-Mobile and Goomba at his mom's for now. Thanks for all the concerns. Why would you even state where he's at? It ain't like Jaguar didn't know where his mother was. She was going in on his mom on the video, the live video she did where Sam and her mom got evicted. She was talking shit about his mom then. So it's like, why would you even put that out there? Because all she got to do is pull up. Stupid shit.
brought that trash into my motherfucking life. You ain't even worth a bullet. Fucking disloyal piece of shit.
I want to know, Jaguar, what did you mean when you say you're not even worth the fucking bullet? Now, it does sound like you're having some sort of manic episode that could have been brought on by possibly some sort of substance, be it alcohol or something else. Or maybe you were having a mental breakdown. This still is not the way to deal with that. It doesn't excuse the behavior at all. But the you're not even worth the fucking bullet again makes you look like you're on some sort of assassination shit. You know. Again, like you're admitting to wanting to kill Goomba. Just like with Rayford in the Suge Knight shit. Y'all, you know, y'all be thinking bullying folks or talking shit. You be making yourself look stupid. I'm just saying.
At this running the show, huh? So the both of you can run it in jail and it has.
So, I just had a flash of Kevin Hart's stand-up. I think it was Let Me Explain, where he talked about the crazy bitch that jumped out the trunk of his car. And he said, crazy people never know they're crazy because they don't see they're crazy. He was like, you see that bitch over in the corner with a diaper on her head? She's fucking nuts. And he talked about that. He said, have you ever seen a woman go from rage to calm and then from calm to crying back to rage? He's like, that bitch is crazy. This is the shit we're witnessing. You cried. You bringing that trash into my life. So she's running the show, huh? It's all like, oh, so you're picking her over me and now I'm in my feelings. So let me threaten you and her kids. The healthy thing, Jaguar, would have been to go talk to a therapist about how you were feeling. They could have helped you through that. Even if you were having a manic episode, or if this was a PTSD trigger, you should have gone to get help. Because what I don't understand, why are you still walking around free after this shit here? You know, I don't think a lot of people understand that assault is any action or behavior that makes another person feel threatened. And I would say that he clearly felt threatened, you know, changing phone numbers and all this shit. So did he not have you arrested for this, or was he not able to get you arrested because he didn't know where you were? I'm just saying, it's weird. You're not worth the bullet sounds like a confession of premeditated murder, in my opinion.
This is the mess that I gotta continue to deal with after having a great show on Google Channel.
I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. This same fake sounding cry is the same cry she cried in that video where she was drugging Old Musty for filth. And I think when we do part 2, I am gonna play that video from Jay Curry. Because again, it's crazy to me how after I stopped fucking with her, all of a sudden, all the ops started popping up. Their videos started popping up in my feed when I ain't never been to these people's channel. In fact, the video about her live about Odell popped up when I first brought this up. You know how it'll do like recommended videos and shit? Like The Jay Curry one showed up when I was watching this. I mean, the same pitch, the same type of cry, the way that the voice goes out and goes really high pitch. Like, you should really you should consider Tubi. I know that you have put out there that you were allegedly in negotiations with Zeus. That's definitely not a flex, just so you know. That's one of the worst networks, especially for black people. But man, you need to be on Tubi, because you're better at being an actress than being an artist. It's very disturbing, Cody. Dion. Not that bitch can't even spell minister. I'm done with your ass. I love it. Has anyone checked on Goomba's girl and her kids and if they're still alive? Because she is... Yeah, I mean, they survived all this shit, because then there was like a back and forth between her... like I said, now looking back at some of the conversations that Jaguar would have with me offline, now I know why she would always bring up the Nikki chick. Because again, when we were aligned, I had no idea who this bitch was, because I didn't pay attention to Goomba's life like that. Basically, after I seen the shit where they were on that live together back in 2018, I wasn't interested in watching anything about him. But this is crazy. The rage to calm, to tears, to crying, to anger, to threatening. Those are demons. Those are all different demons personifying through her. And she don't even realize that shit. Now, she said, do you even know what you've done? All for that miserable bitch. Again, it's the jealousy and insecurity. You're doing all this for her. So instead of you loving yourself and walking away and leaving him alone, like most women who have, high self-worth do, you beg and plead and cry and unravel and then threaten. That's a pattern, Jaguar. That's a pattern you've done with everyone you've been with, including the girlfriend, the TJ chick that you tried to tell me about when we were still aligned. And you kept telling me on the phone about her and how, she's getting ready to do this interview about me. And I'm like, who the fuck is TJ? And I asked her, I said, who is TJ? She said, oh, the lady I had to pretend to like to get her to bail me out. And the first thing I thought was, did she just say pretend to like? She said, the one I had to pretend to like for 9 months? No, I don't know. Because again, I paid attention to Jaguar on Storm's channel. And when she started getting too dramatic and messy, I would click off. Like when her and Tokyo Tony started going back and forth, that shit was annoying. I would always click off. I don't want to watch that shit. I was on here watching you talk about Jay-Z and Diddy. Not all that drama shit. So it's just, to me, it's crazy how much of a victim she, tries to portray herself to be when you clearly are the aggressor.
The woman that you love so much, your number one girl.
And I'm trying to wonder, who the fuck is Charlotte? Is Charlotte, is that Nikki's real name? Is Nikki like a nickname? Because she's like, what they're going to do to Charlotte? That woman you love so much, your number one girl. Again, constant projections of low self-worth, low self-esteem, and feeling she, in this moment, is feeling very inferior to whoever this woman is that Goomba chose over her. That's why she's so focused on the other woman. When again, when you have self-worth, you walk away. You don't do all this shit. Because the reality is, common sense should have told you that doing this was not going to get him to come back to you. It would just further push him away. Because anyone who is sane isn't going to respond to this positively. Only people who are just as fucked up as her would respond to this. Like, I remember in my younger years, I would date men that I would be looking like, damn, why did I date this motherfucker? I remember I dated a man that said he loved drama, and that was why he cheated on me. That was my second baby I lost, the father of that baby. And that was a pregnancy I didn't know about. I'll never forget that. I was like, what do you mean you like drama? And he was a Scorpio. I guess I just like drama, so, you know, when you guys fight over me, first of all, anybody fighting over you, you got this bitch calling me. I don't even know how the fuck she got my number. Like, I just don't understand the men and women that thrive off of drama, that want chaotic, toxic relationships. Most people, especially at her age, again, if this was just 2 years ago, that means you was all of like 45, which means you was way too old to be doing this shit. Why do you want to fight with people all the time? Why don't you want peace? You know why you don't want peace? Because them demons got a hold of your ass. And you ain't going to never have peace until you repent and get your ass right with the Most High God. And stop blaspheming the Most High God by claiming that you want to be a minister when you know good and damn well you made a blood covenant soul tie to Baphomet. Stop it.
Your mother, they're going to cut that bitch up.
You know what they're going to do to your number one girl, your lover. They're going to cut that bitch. You know, Charlotte is the mother. Okay, thank you, ancestors. Because I was like, something ain't adding up. Charlotte is his mother, Goomba's mom. What did Goomba's mom have to do with Nikki? Because again, I remember hearing her talk shit about Goomba's mom. I don't remember her ever saying her name. But I remember her saying, you know, your mama raised a bitch. She raised a dumbass when she was in that, somebody's thinking about me. When she was in that rental after, you know, the constable came out and shit. She was going on and on and on about Goomba's mom. So Charlotte must be his mother when she's saying they're going to cut that bitch up. How do you know that? Just like how did Rafa know all that shit about Suge? How did Rafa know that there was men he could call to rape Fab? I'm just saying.
You just put death warrant for everybody's head that you know.
See, you just put death warrants was a demon that came out very assertive. Then the low vibrational demon that's feeding off of her trauma for sorrow manifests through the tears. Talking about you just put... So now they are going to come for Goomba and Nikki and the kids because he left you.
How can you be so fucking selfish? People are gonna die. And all you can do is keep lying. You fucking asshole.
So that's what I gotta deal with, and that's what I just dealt with. I'm tired of these threats to my family, my mom, everybody.
Pause. Wait a minute. I just realized the message that lady put up on the video. You've lied and scammed with Jag. You created this mess too. Oh shit. Who is this? Mooney World? Moon Eyes World? I don't know if I've ever heard of her. Hold up. Let me see what this description says. Jaguar Wright is unhinged and is out of control. Oh, that's the one I call Linguini Gold. her and Legina Gold are not only scamming and claiming that Legina is Aaliyah's unconfirmed daughter for cash apps. Jaguar is threatening Goomba's girlfriend and children. My last video was taken down for bullying, so we will see how this plays out. Fair use. Wow.
Jackie, Jaguar, right? That's the last time you threatened my family.
I'm at the bar.
Pause. You at the bar. At least you ain't sitting online with a red Solo cup. The bar and alcohol is the worst substance for someone who is struggling with demonic possession. That's just the easiest way. That's why they call it spirits. That's the easiest way for them to continue to have control over you.
Having a drink. I watched your broadcast.
Pause. I'm trying to wonder, Jaguar, why do you constantly torture yourself watching content from people that you know don't like you and don't fuck with you? Like, I wonder, I used to always say that even when we were aligned. I was like, why do you watch these people? You always obsessively watch these people that you call trolls and then jump online and go back and forth with them and act like you're a victim when it's you choosing to give your focus and your energy to that. And again, what you focus on, you give your power to. I never understood that when we were supposed to be soul family. Like, and then you want to sit up and talk to me about it. I was like, I don't care. Like, just stop watching them. You don't have to watch these people. It's almost like you intentionally inflict abuse on yourself by, let me make sure I go watch what they're saying about me so I can get mad. And like, man, come on. That don't make no damn sense. And to try to sound so normal when I can still definitely hear the demon speaking through you.
And I heard when you screamed. And you said this is fucked up. You just sat there and let that goofy fucking bitch and that fucking liar tree lie on the Black Panthers with 1,600 people watching. You know why you couldn't go to the meeting and
you know, the question she put up on the screen is true. What does the Black Panthers have to do with this? Now, I'm going to touch on this right quick because the whole Allie Carter shit, when I did the Is Allie Carter AI video, we were still aligned then. And I remember her and I having that conversation offline about how terrible it was that Allie Carter chose to target the Black Panther community by alleging that she was sexually assaulted by members of the Black Panthers. I'm still trying to wonder, why would Jaguar bring up the Black Panthers, but yet you coon for Trump? So now, you know, 2 years ago, you were advocating by saying that he disrespected the Black Panthers. I mean, this shit don't make no sense. And since when do Black Panthers become vigilante activists for individual civil disputes between couples? I've never known any Black Panther that gets involved in people's personal relationships to the point where they're going to come and, you know, do harm to a person because that person left you. It just sounds extremely, it's just given very, like, excessive paranoia.
Chicago, Chet told you why. And now it's a proven fact. You're a fucking idiot. And nobody can trust you because you're a fucking idiot. Because your mother trained you to be a fucking idiot so she can control you. You just sat there and went along with the conspiracy
Again, I just, I'm just wondering how and when a conspiracy plot against the Black Panther Party. I think I'm going to find a way to reach out to the Black Panther Party and see if they confirm that Jaguar's a member. Because she been saying this shit for so long. And people believed it because you from Philly and, you got the talk and the walk. But that Trump shit definitely caused you to lose a lot of credibility. And again, I just don't believe the Black Panthers would fuck with you at all, knowing that you support Mr. Grab 'em by the pussy, who has, again, publicly said during the 90s and early 2000s his opinion about blacks and Latinos. And it wasn't good.
You just alienated the only people who might try to protect you. You know who's coming now. That fucking nasty bitch that you over there with and her fucking unfortunate children. They're all fucking dead.
Pause. So, you said that he alienated himself from the only people that could protect him, assuming the Black Panther Party. Then you said they're all dead. Who in how, Sway? Who's going to be taking the lives of Goomba's girlfriend and children because he don't want to fuck with you? You really trying to say that the Black Panther Party is gonna come and just be on some vigilante justice against Goomba on behalf of you? I wouldn't be surprised if when I am able to reach out to the Black Panther Party, if they say that they've never heard of you. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
And you killed them. Actually, that's what they're going to say. They're going to say that you're a veteran.
They're going to say, or I'm starting to believe those are her demons. I really am. I'm starting to believe that I don't think they're actual people.
And you finally snapped from the pressure. They're not going to need me for this one.
They're not going to need me for this one. That's, in my opinion, an admission of guilt and participation.
They're going to make an example out of you, see? They're going to fucking kill her. They're going to kill the kids. They're going to put bullets in all of their heads. And you better hope they don't fucking rape her.
See, why did it even... Why did it even need to go here? They're going to kill her and the kids. And you better hope they don't rape her. It's like this just came the fuck out of nowhere. So, again, what energy were you being possessed by that made you think saying this type of shit would get this nigga to come back to you?
And all of her children, including the boy.
Yeah, this is the part where she said they're going to rape her and all of her children, including the boy. Again, you could only know those details if you participated or have allegedly participated or witnessed this shit.
It's funny. And then they're going to blow your fucking brains out. And they're going to stage you. And they're just going to make you look like a veteran.
Yeah, then they're going to blow your brains out and they're going to stage it. They're going to make it look like you're a veteran that finally lost it. Again, all these details, but yet say you didn't participate. Just like with this fool. All those details about buying butter and knowing about fucking handlebars and shit. But yet these are all the people that are still allowed to walk around free. They're not going to be free much longer. Yeah, like I said, these people sitting up here thinking, them sitting up here thinking that this is the way to go. No, it's not. Not at all. Um, this shit is wild. Y'all give me a second because I'm pulling up the link for the actual Pizzagate. I'm gonna start it, but I won't. Definitely, we won't be able to finish it because it's after 5 my time. But I do want y'all to see. And there's definitely gonna be a part 2 because I want to also show or review again those videos where Jonathan Hay is speaking on the Baphomet statue that he saw at Jay-Z's party. Hold on real quick. Now, for those that are watching on YouTube, I'm about to disconnect the stream from YouTube because I want to play this video. Okay, there's the link. Okay, give me a second. I need to go into my email to pull it up. Matter of fact, let me stop the stream to YouTube now.